even journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough the wise, talk to him.
Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. First stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
Rough the wise.
Energy.
See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. You hate with your whole chest, baby, you remind me of a little green man looking like slime. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Now you're telling me to mind my business. When you started your channel to talk about other women, you love to throw a stone and then run and hide. Like it or not, you live your life online. And if I were you, I would wanna die. Cause it must be hard to have such a sad life. But that's not my business, so I'm moving on. And I know the one thing that you hate the most. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. This song's for you too, down at. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. A failed actor, isn't that right? So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is.
I don't know. I think we need to play that one again. That one is nice. Listen, I like the melody to this one. Especially when it gets to the end and it'd be like, we want to ride with.
See what you're doing, Maggie, and I
That's my
can't get
part right there.
behind it. See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. You hate with your whole chest, baby. You remind me of a little green man looking like slime. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love.
Damn, that shit is so
And all
tough.
you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Now you're telling me to mind my business. When you started your channel to talk about other women, you love to throw a stone and then run and hide. Like it or not, you live your life online. And if I were you, I would wanna die. Cause it must be hard to have such a sad life. But that's not my business, so I'm moving on. And I know the one thing that you hate the most. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. This song's for you too, down there. We see what you're doing.
We got a
and we
hit with
can't
that
get
one. That
behind
is
it.
a
We see
banger.
what you're doing and we
That
can't
is a
get
banger.
behind it. A failed actor, isn't that right? So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna
You
vibe with
vibe with
love.
love. Damn.
And all you haters get left in
Left
the
in the
dust.
dust. Talk.
So mad that they love me, they love me,
They love me, they love me.
Mad that they
Mad
love
that
me,
they love me, they love me,
We
they
wanna
love
vibe
me.
with love is.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear that part. All right. What's up with y'all? What's up with everybody? How's everybody doing out there, man? I hope everybody's in a great mood. Hope everybody's feeling lovely today. So y'all know, man, it's a lot been going on YouTube. It's a lot been going on YouTube. Listen, the journey's only just begun. The journey's only just begun. We have, basically come to a point where people just got to show and prove now, right? Like at this point, people got to show and prove. There's no more, bullshitting. There's no more tricks around this. People got to show and prove, right? So, once again, however you want to look at this, life is lifing, and we all got to do better in it together, collectively, whatever you want to look at. Before we go further, I do want to play this clip right here. Now, I want you to listen to what Cat Williams say. I want you to listen to what Cat Williams say. Okay.
But from a distance, what do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, whew, this guy? Because, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Mm-hmm. You're the one that's like, so What do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like what?
Oh, Lord.
Like
All right. Now they might go into too much after that part, but I just wanted to speak on the mental health part, right? And that's before we jump over here to this live, right? Before we jump over here to this live, see, Maggie thought she was slick. Maggie tried to go over there and be a part of the panel with Stone Paxton and them. Maggie tried to sit there and criticize and talk about how I talk to, you know, women and how we deal with each other over here, right? One over there mooching and kissing butt, right? And found out the grass ain't greener on the other side, right?
But specifically because
OG Patrice came up and chewed her ass out. Shout out to OG Patrice for being the one that came up on the panel and put some truth up there, right? Shout out to OG Patrice for going up there and dropping some truth, right? You had King World up there lying and kissing ass. King World up there trying to get all the attention, you know, like he got something in common with them guys. Oh yeah, you know, I'm a DJ. I DJ in my garage all the time, and I be playing and da 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 da. And look, there was a moment where Big Meech actually checked the shit out of King World, but then King World gonna try to fix it and double it and be like, and don't y'all try to clip it and make it seem like, yo, he punked me or checked me. And then they were like, oh, okay, we're gonna you know, come after you, blah blah blah, right? That it was so needed. When OG Patrice came up there and gave Maggie some of her fucking truth and was like, no, you can't cut me off. You can't sell me you know, this image like you doing everybody else. She thinks she is fooling everybody in the black tea sector with this whole, what do I need to chase clout for? But she's steady popping up on people's panel. What do I need? You have nothing to do with Angie Stone, has nothing to do with hip-hop music at all. You're always in Canada. In fact, when you grew up, you listened to a whole different sound of fucking music, right? And now she seems so involved and so invested in black people's music, right? You came from the Meghan Markle sector, right? But here she is doing all of this extra stuff in a sector that she ain't even involved in. If it's going to be peace, let it be peace. If they got something to iron out with Jaguar, let them iron it out with Jaguar. You going around trying to rally people against Jaguar is the exact reason why the internet is the way it is, right? When we speak on Jaguar, we speak as a single entity. I speak about her solo. You don't see me trying to rally people. People come to me and try to be like, oh, we want to collab with you, so on and so forth. This lady is so hurt that she's no longer a part of Jaguar's crew, right? She's so hurt. She wants to be a part of another crew so fucking bad that she's willing to go, oh, listen, Miss Cleo. She's listening to Cleo, right? The real Cleo. She's trying to build a panel with Cleo. And what happened over there? They both got a little bit of fucking truth. Meech cut into Cleo ass and Maggie's ass. They both sitting over there talking about how bad of a person I am, about how I treat women, and then they went and fucking kissed ass to some male chauvinists. Them niggas was over there like, women need to shut up when men are talking. Them men was over there calling women bitches, saying that they'll beat them up, punch them in the face, all types of shit. And Cleo and Maggie was over there like, I'm so fucking glad that y'all see that they're not girls. They're not girls. They don't care about women. They're not girls. So y'all sitting there rallying behind Maggie, she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? She want that money. She want to be next to people with clout. She don't care how they treat her. None of that shit. They was over there talking heavy filthy. They was over there like, shut up when we talking. Be quiet. Sit in the back. Treating them like fuck. And Cleo and Maggie both stayed over there like, oh, we love you guys. We love you so much.
I just want to say to OG Patrice that I'm really sorry.
Oh, and here's the other thing. Ayesha does her hair. That's it.
She gets
She does hair.
She does hair. So that's really the real relationship. She does her hair.
Yeah, she ran when it got
this
real.
girl was getting her money. She don't care nothing about.
She ran when it got real.
Wow.
She got a whole family. Seriously.
OG Patrice.
When I talk to her, shout out to her. You know, when I talk to her, a lot of times she's helping her son with his homework, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to her real mother. I'm not gonna bash her. She's totally misrepresented and probably misrepresented herself, but Jag is a manipulator.
She was hiding at Ayasha's house when we called the cops, and she was hiding in the bathroom.
Right. So they didn't get her?
Hold on.
Fuck, and I just gotta say that
I
because
need
I'm
this
real.
part right
I'm
here.
from the South.
This the part I need. This the part I need to listen to. This OG Patrice part. This the part that I'm here for. I don't know about the rest of it because the rest of it seemed like they just bent on lies, bent on trying to feed us some false narrative, bent on trying to fake like they want peace, bent on trying to fake. But this part right here, this was the realest part of the segment. I don't know about the rest of the 4.5 hours, however long. This part right here said it all, right? And of course, you know, King World tried to spin the shit and make it seem like he the only one over here trying to make sure Jag this and Jag that. Then we had a whole 2-month campaign where we was posting Jag, you going to jail, Jag, you going to jail. But King World stepped on my toes, told Stone that I was Jaguar's best friend, so on and so forth, just so he can get up there and fucking hit him with the gobble gobble 3000. That's all King World wanted to do was hit him with the gobble gobble 3000. One up there and gobble gobble real quick.
Outside of Chicago, I ain't holding shit back when it comes to being real. You are phony and fake as fuck, and you are part of the fuckery as well. And now you on this goddamn apology tour like everybody else. Now that you done fell out with Jag. See the difference between you and me, Maggie? Is that when I was down with Jag,
anytime
I was
Maggie
not
poke her
fucking
head
with
out,
people.
somebody's gonna be waiting. Whether it's a Sean Davy way, whatever, somebody's gonna be waiting for Maggie to poke her head out and keep on trying to get into the black tea sector. Maggie is trying so hard. She has no integrity. She has no tenacity, right? She don't even stand up for her own feelings. She makes it seem like she's out here trying to root for the girls. She makes it seem like she's out here trying to, no, you say it every day on your show. You make sure people know how much you need money. You always say it on your show. You make sure people know. You sitting here trying to make it seem like other people is clout chasing, other people is doing this. You every day on your show, you say, and everyone make sure that you send the super chats because this is the only way that I'm going to be able to stay here with you guys every day like this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go get a job. Yeah. Get ready to go get a job, motherfucker.
I was not dragging people. I was not dogging people. I was not talking about people. I was not coming at people and fucking with people that had not done anything to me and that I did not know. But you, on the other hand, Magic, you did that bullshit. And you did it to me when I came on your panel respectfully to tell you my experience with Jag. You played it, all act like you was rolling with me and it was all cool and you understood. But soon as Jag got on that panel, you flipped the script. And that's what you did to me. So I'm checking you on that.
Can I answer you now?
It's not an answer, sweetie. I don't need an answer from you. That was just a statement.
Right. I love that part right there. That was the part I love right there. I love that part where she said, this ain't no damn Q&A. This ain't no question and answer. Fuck is you talking about? I'm telling you about yourself. When somebody tell you about yourself, it ain't no rebuttal. This ain't no debate. I'm telling you how I feel. You don't have to accept my feelings, but I'm getting this off me for me, right? Maggie always make it seem like she's the only one that's entitled to feelings and emotions, and everybody else got to toughen it out and be tough and suck it up, right? She sit over there and tell everybody else, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. And then she's the main one over there on her panel. How could this happen to me? How could this happen to me? Right? I'm so glad that we got to see this happen in real time. Steve try to hold everything over me, every fucking thing that I was doing over here, everything we was doing when we talked about Beverly, when we talked about Atwood's. Oh, he's not gonna be on Atwood's panel. Oh, he's not gonna be on Beverly's channel. Why he think he going over there? Even rallied some other hateful ass people to go against me and be like, oh yeah, he's talking about that new age spirituality. He's trying to get over there with Beverly and them because they too talk about that new age spirituality. So you're playing a whole governing system. You're determining that Beverly and them can talk about the new age spirituality, but I can't talk about the new age spirituality. So you're acting as a colonizer. You're acting as a governing system to say that I can't talk about the Aquarius sky and new age spirituality, but Beverly and them can talk about new age spirituality and the Aquarius sky. And it's funny that you accept that knowledge and shit from them, but when I say it, you try to make it seem like it's connected to the devil or the Antichrist or something like that, right? But when they say it, you make it seem like it's connected to glory and God. Make it make sense that when Beverly say it, a Caucasian white woman, right? You make it seem like it's coming from God and righteousness. When I say it, you try to make it seem like it's coming from Lucifer and the devil. Nothing makes sense in this world anymore. Why do they have the freedom to talk about new age spirituality, ascension process? I mean, Beverly got a whole academy, ascension school. Is anybody attacking Beverly's ascension school? No. Is anybody attacking Beverly's Ascension Academy? No. But they attack all the knowledge that we put out over here. And none of y'all see that as suspicious. None of y'all see that as, right? When Jaguar went for her DNA test, her off-world DNA test, where they told her that she had Lemurian blood in her and all of that stuff, talking about she had Atlantean blood in her. So why is it that I can't go to the Ascension Glossary and teach people about Lumeria and stuff like that? I mean, I have the books here too, right? So literally, yeah, this is on Stoney's channel. This is on Stone Paxton's channel where they got chewed out. So why is it that they're allowed to talk about the stuff, but I can't? Jaguar and them took their words and ran with everything that they were saying. Here we are talking about the same knowledge and all of them are trying to deny it. Make it make sense, right? Who gives them the right to teach this knowledge and the right for them to deny me of teaching this knowledge, right? Who made them the governing or put them in control of this knowledge, right? That's the truth. And that's why they're so upset, right? And then she tried to double down and get over to Stoney's because she's seen me over there talking. And she's like, oh, Ralph the Wise think he's going to get in with those guys. Oh, Ralph the Wise think he's going to do this and do that. Well, shit, last time I checked, they said that they were having a guide conversation, so on and so forth, for how we can fix things. But then it turned out the universe works in mysterious ways, right? Maybe I wasn't supposed to connect with them. Seems like they're not really trying to fix nothing after all. Right? And they went over there. Cleo went over there, took King World over there, you know what I mean? Took Maggie over there. All of them went over there. I thought that was so funny. I am so glad that Maggie's out here, doing all of this stuff, trying to paint a false image, trying to rewrite Americans' history as she paint a falsified image around herself and try to get glorification for herself. I'm so glad she ran into that. Yeah, and every time she come off the porch, every time she's not every time she come off that porch and try to go occupy somebody else's space, this is what happened. See, in her space, she get all the lies fed to her that she want, right? In her space, she get all the lies fed to her because they blocking out all the other stuff. They blocking out the truth. Anybody that's putting the truth in on her page, they're blocking it out, right? So she get to feel like she's a god over there. But when she step off that porch and she go on other people's pages, oh, that's where they waiting for her at. That's when they waiting for her to get a little piece of that truth. That's why I don't block none of the hate on my panel. That's why you notice my mods don't block nobody. Why? Because if you're gonna dislike me, you gonna do it on my panel, you're gonna do it on whoever panel, right? I mean, we do block the stalkers, the ones that start calling my phone and stuff like that. We do block them.
I just had to let you know that.
Statement.
You was a part of the fuckery. You and a whole bunch of them. See, the thing with me and Jag, we used to stay into it because she would get mad because I wouldn't come at people. She would get mad because I wouldn't scheme and fuck shit with people. She would get mad at me because of that. But I never.
But not Maggie though. Remember, Maggie said that if basically if the fallout didn't happen between her and Odell, Maggie said she'll still be over there swinging for Jaguar. That's what Maggie said. If Odell didn't do what he did or that didn't happen, Maggie said out her own mouth, I would still be over there.
Never done that. That's why I'm not on no panels now going on no goddamn apology tour like I see a lot of y'all doing. And I done had a couple of y'all apologize to me, and that's cool. And that's cool. I can accept an apology. I can accept an apology, but I don't
she trying to cut her off. She trying to cut OG Patrice off.
You was a part of the bullshit. You was a part of it, and you still is. And now you riding the cloud coat because you fell out with our ass.
Okay, you have the right to believe what you want.
I know I do, and that's what I stand on.
Magic
and I stand on that.
Thank you for your statement.
Now, if you ask
to answer, there is nothing I can answer.
Hey, can you stop spamming the chat when you do put
because I said I wasn't going to address it at all, but I just can't keep standing up here.
Hey, can you not spam the chat with that? If you put it one time, that's good enough. I'll catch it the first time you put it, and I can put it on the screen or something. But if you keep spamming the chat with it, then it makes it look like everything is being used that's not supposed to be used. It makes it seem like slander is taking place. Whenever you spam the chat with it like that, it makes it look like the wrong conversation is taking place in the room. So if you just put it one time, I'll catch it that one time. I can scroll back to it and find it and get it if I need to put it up on the screen. But let's try not to spam the chat with that, because that's trying to, that's people going to point that out. Remember, we already have a lot against our, collective, a lot against our panel. It's only going to get worse as we start pointing this stuff out more, as they start getting more and more frustrated because of their ways. It's only going to get worse. Okay. So I need y'all to really understand exactly what's happening. Watch and see the different levels of attack. It's not a paranoid thing. I don't want anyone to be afraid. If we lose the page, we lose the page. We're operating on TikTok. For anybody that's not familiar with our original operation, all of these falsitries that's been placed out here about what it is that Ralph the Wise does, so on and so forth. Over the next 6 months, you're going to get a grand understanding of exactly what I do in life. Okay, where we have I have put together a nice display of exactly just what I do. And you're going to get a nice picture of what it is that I do, how I go about my business. Since everybody wants to try to speak on it, right? We might as well reveal the operation, right? I might as well show everybody, because we operate in the light. We don't operate in secrecy. Everything I do in my real life, I literally do on here. When I speak about certain things, I apply it to my real life. I constantly try to be in a positive state of being. I constantly try to be in a good state of mind. All of this falsitries about, oh, he's with a heavy set woman and all of this stuff. Hey, listen, within the next 6 months, you're going to get a grand idea of exactly how I operate. despite the falsitries. Yes, we're going to have to fight through all types of lies. We're going to have to fight through all types of bullshit. And that's okay. That's a part of this process. That's the duality down here, right? With great power comes great responsibility. So with this platform, we're going to open it up to not only point out some of these variations of things, but we're also going to explore different avenues of truth, right? On TikTok, I have a spiritual community, and I've been building different variations of this spiritual community. So I'm going to open up the door for y'all to get a grander idea and a smoother, understanding of how I operate. So basically, you're going to get to know my family over the summer, over these next 6 months. You're going to get to know some of my family members. I'm going to, once I get this car, I'm going to, well, don't worry about the car. It's going to happen. So for the people that's talking shit about it, you watch and see. I'm going to get this car. I'm going to go get both my sons, my oldest sons, right? Each of them will get a phone. So that way, whenever y'all want to check in with them, y'all can just go over to the TikTok and see them. I'm going to shoot down to a couple of family members' houses so y'all can see the operation of my family, so y'all can see that I'm not no fuck nigga or whatever it is that these people are painting me out to be, right? I just know that on this journey, it's better to separate your family, because these people will attack your family. They'll go after your family, right? So I try to keep my family at a safe distance, right, from all this madness. But since they want to sit there and try to paint a false narrative of my character, right, we're going to show them the real character as we pursue the rightful law tactics to get to the bottom of all of this, right? And don't worry about it, Danat. We're not done with you yet either, because everything that we said about him turned out to be true. Not only did everything we say turn out to be true, he is still trying to siphon the energy of someone, right? And she's part of the family now, Danat, so you're going to have to leave her alone, okay? You sent her this false apology letter, right? This false apology letter. It's Danat. Just because I don't fuck with you don't mean I wish bad upon you. That's how your spirit gets caught up in dilemmas. Even once the smoke clears, I want to officially apologize to you for the way I reacted. Once the smoke clear, I want to officially apologize to you for the way I reacted. And this whole time, my agenda was to prove that I didn't need you, and I still don't. But I wanted you to have a peace of mind, as that's what I want for myself. So now you want a peace of mind, or not? After you caused all this havoc, after you caused all this mayhem, right? After you tried to display my life, after you try to use my life for content, after you try to put my backdrop out there, my whatever the fuck you thought you was doing, right? After you did all of this, now you want to send C-Paint's information talking about, oh, you this, and you just want peace, and oh my the fuckery, right? My you tarnish my character, tarnish my likeness and image for content, right? And then you send an email after you do all of this. You send not an email, but you send a text message to make it seem like, oh, you're just sorry and this, that, and the third. Like, bro, how? You got people on the internet making it seem like I do women wrong. I fuck women over. I'm on here doing this. And the whole time it's you. You gave Maggie a bunch of bullshit ass content. You got these people from your mods and all that shit falsely making up lies about me and everything like that. Whole time is you, right? An apology letter for some shit that you didn't do is admitting that you did something, right? So if you sent her an apology, then that means you fucking did something, and you did something. You're talking about the whole time I did what I did was to prove that I could do stuff without you. What the fuck? What is you, a bird falling out the nest? What is that, your mama's house? Huh? I did this to show that I could do this. So you sitting there tearing down my credentials, my actions, just for what? For what? To prove to somebody that you could do some shit without them? You play espionage in a whole fucking grown-ass man's life to prove that you could do some shit without somebody? That's what you did? You did some weird shit, tarnish my character, tarnish my fucking image, got people running around talking shit about me, had a whole fucking week where you putting my motherfucking background out there, all that weird ass shit. And you send the fucking apology letter on the back end. Why you ain't apologize on the front end? Huh? Why you ain't apologize on the front end? Now you want to sit there and make it seem like you cleaning up energy on YouTube and so on and so forth. Bro, you're the fakest on here. You are the fucking fakest, right? And I hope that fucking sickness claim you fast before you get to hurt any fucking body else. I hope that fucking sickness claim your ass fast, bro. I hope that shit claim you so fucking fast your head spin. I hope you don't get a chance to hurt no fucking body, not with your words, not with your actions. And if you ever pull up on me, I'll be the last person you see. I promise you that. Now, he doubled down and then he sent a fucked up paragraph, right? The next paragraph he sends says, also, not trying to start nothing, but it's not possible for you to care about my childhood trauma dealing with my family and black people because you haven't healed from your own and literally paid money for people to treat me the same online. You need to ask God for forgiveness. Look at the fuckery in that. Look at the fuckery in that. You see how he's still trying to siphon her energy? He sent an apology letter only to turn around and send a fucked up one too. How you gonna apologize and say some fucked up shit at the same damn time? How you gonna apologize and then say, oh, it's not possible for you to care about my childhood trauma and dealing with black people? First of all, you said it as if this person wasn't black theirself, right? And then you also said it as if this person don't have childhood trauma of their own. Everything always wrapped back around about you. About you. You are self-centered, egotistical, narcissistic, sociopathic maniac. That's what you are, right? And the sooner that you are no longer on the internet, the safer it's going to be for a lot of women. I don't care if you got Lady T over there sending you money. I don't care how many other women say that this is acceptable. This is not fucking acceptable. I don't care how many men agree with this. I don't care if people feel like I don't have the right to say nothing about it. Fuck you too. Fuck anybody who think this type of shit is acceptable. And I stand on that. Right? To keep on playing with her energy like that, I don't know why, Maggie out here doing this whole fucking Ralph the Wise, goggle stuff, right? And the real people who's doing monstrous shit, she's sitting there praising and looking up to, right? That's why it's so funny that she went over there and got her just dessert. I'm so glad she went over there and got her just dessert, right? I'm so glad Maggie got what she deserved, man. It was so, we was in the Discord. I was like, yes.
Listening.
Because I seen it. Just watch Maggie's face. You can tell Maggie wanted to cry and some more shit. That's why when she left, she was like, yeah, go ahead, OG Patrice, tell your story, right? She wanted to cry. Look at her face. She wanted to cry. And then Cleo had to stay up there, right? Cleo had to stay up there and King World had to stay up there. I was so happy that Cleo and King World couldn't save Maggie that in that moment. I was so fucking happy. And then only to follow up and have and I was saying it in the Discord. I was like, yeah, he's about to cut into Cleo too. Watch, because she keep on interrupting. She keep on chiming in. I think she's doing it to be smart, right? And as soon as he was like, and you act like you can't fucking listen, I was like, yes. Cleo jumped out that motherfucker so quick. Look, the whole dynamics changed. King World started using a different. He didn't even want to say Cleo's name after that. King World started saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, and the woman who contacted me that helped me turn Jag in the first time, you know that person is Cleo. But now, since they done slammed the door on Cleo's name, you don't want to mention Cleo. First, y'all was gonna go over there and praise the fuck out of each other, like y'all did great shit. Yeah, me and Cleo. It's me and Cleo that really want Jaguar out of here. It's me and Cleo. Me and Cleo. Right? As soon as he slammed that door on Cleo, oh, the shit got thinner after that. Shit was getting so thin after that. I was like, yes, let it be what it's meant to be. Hey, Kendrick was playing in my head loud as hell. I was like, it was God playing to show y'all a liar. I was so happy. I was like, yes. I paid Stone Paxton some more money. I was like, finally, a little bit of truth. Like, I had to throw some more money at his ass after that. I said, fuck that. Let me get a super sticker. OG Patrice made me motherfucker jump out the bushes with a super sticker.
To liberate yourself.
While all the fakeness is going on, and it's a lot of them, and most of them were former mods and content creators now that clout chased off of Jag, Manji being one, a bunch with the other one.
How you give King World a free interview as if he's trying to help you out? And then tell me
I'm gonna say something. If I want to clout chase people, be very clear in this, that I already knew Sean Atwood, Andy Signore, Steph the Alternator. I didn't need to clout chase out of Jag. I believe Jag. I attack people because I believe Jag. You have the right to be mad at me. You have the right not to accept my apology, but don't come here and act as if you know me. We had one interaction, one.
And did you not the next day?
Oh, she gave her the hand. Imagine trying to give her the hand.
Bullshit. Did you not the next day go on your platform and Jag's platform with me and call yourself dragging and talking about me? You don't know me. You never met me. You went off of everything that Jag said. You had my picture and everything on your platform. Stop the lies, Maggie.
I'm
fake yourself, and I'm here to tell you that.
Let her cook.
Can I answer you, because you're talking really aggressively, and I'm not here to be screamed at, unlike what you seem to believe. You will not come here and scream at me because we had one interaction. And like I said, I'm sorry that I insulted you. I did that.
You have
the right to be mad at me. You have the right to feel every emotion that you feel. But you will not be screaming at me because you have decided that you already know me when you don't. You were friend with Jag. You never
already decided that you knew me when you got on your platform and lied on me. You got on your platform and lied on me with Jag.
Okay, so if, like I said, is that what you want right now, just to scream at me because I'm not down?
Hold on for a second.
If that is the interaction you want from me, I'm not down.
Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second.
Please.
Give me 1 second, everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay, I gotta read this.
Look at Cleo. Cleo and us like, let's not fight. Let's not fight. Oh yeah, I bet you don't want to fight. You just want to be the ones to go around talking shit about people. You just want to be the ones to go around speaking ill intent about people's name, talking shit about people. No one's allowed to stand up for themselves. Everything that you, Maggie, and your little fucking get along gang is saying is supposed to hold truth. Y'all are allowed to run around playing false narratives, right? Cleo never fucking cams up. Always, she's got a bounty club, all of this other shit, but she asking everybody on the internet to help her. She making it look like she's sending me information, telling me to help get Jaguar locked up. This is the address that she at. Send some people over there, so on and so forth. Why the fuck you trying to incriminate me so tough? Why are you trying to make it seem like I had the information to be able to take her down, so that way when shit hit the fan, you can say Ralph did it? Why she get to play the Wizard of Oz? Why she get to play the Wiz? Y'all don't see Cleo playing the Wiz and trying to take all the credit for it. Jumped on Maggie's panel yesterday and was bragging and boasting, right? I'm so glad that I introduced King World to Stone Paxton instead of Ralph the Wise. I'm so glad, Maggie, that I'm going to take you over there instead of Ralph the Wise. That Ralph the Wise guy, he's going down. That Ralph the Wise guy, this, that, and the third. And went over there and got played. I'm so glad you took them over there too, Cleo. I'm so glad you introduced them to them. I'm so glad you did that, Cleo. Because now we can watch the fallout and get content off of y'all bullshit and how y'all just attach yourself to a male chauvinist, narcissistic maniac. And I think that's what he came on here to show y'all, that y'all fall for anything, that y'all opportunists. That's what Big Meats is showing y'all, that y'all are fucking real opportunists and y'all fall for anything. And that's what he's showing y'all. So when it comes out later on and he's like, everybody that just fell for it, blah, 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 I'm laughing at y'all. I'm laughing at y'all because y'all proving that y'all the ones that need Jaguar. Y'all the ones that are making clout, running around, building y'all image off of her, right? Y'all the ones that keep on saying, it was us, it was us, it was us. Give us credit, give us credit, give us credit. Ego, 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 right? Y'all the ones doing that. King World sat over there, did all of that ass kissing. Yeah, and I'm a musician too. And when you started talking about music, Soul Child, I was like, oh man, that's my thing right there. Sounding like a fucking groupie and a fan. And then try to make it seem like, yeah, I don't know what they might have told y'all about me, but you know, I bada, and I was the one that said Jag this, and I was the one that said Jag that, and Jag, you need to this, and Jag, you need to that. As he sit there and put out lies. Like, yeah, I geolocated her. You know what I'm saying? I'm eyes in the sky. I'm Ray-Bans. Like, I see everything moving. You know what I mean? I had the GPS Worldwide Federation and Geolo, the beam team don't miss. And all this fucking ego over there. Shut up.
Okay, thank you for the donation. This is from
we want truth.
Chloe.
We don't want none of that
Chloe
fake shit.
And I don't know who Chloe's talking to. I assume he's talking to Magic. Said, why did you cap for her on the Atwood interview when she called you live on air?
You lied on me, so miss me with that, okay, Maggie? Don't come up here on this platform trying to act like you're the innocent one when you was a part of the effery, okay? So please stop it. Don't act like that and then, oh, you're not going to come at me now. You're trying to play the victim. Girl, back.
Cooked her.
Everybody in this chat knows what went down. And no, you were down with Jag on Atwood's plant channel and all of that. That question is for you and you know it. I ain't had nothing to do with when Jag was down with Atwood.
For you.
Drop your lies.
Why would she call me on Atwood when I would have been on the platform? I know Sean.
Look how she's still boasting. Look how she's still boasting.
If I am on the platform.
I know Sean.
That is the only reason why I didn't understand the question.
She never called me. Me and Jag ain't spoken almost over 10 years. 2 years. We fell out almost over 2 years ago.
If what she's saying is right, if what Maggie is saying is right, that she knows Sean, right, then half of what Jaguar might be saying is true, right? That Maggie came from Sean Atwood's panel, right? That all these people that's doing this to her came from Atwood's panel, right? Murph, Maggie, Lady Letitia, right? All these people came from the Atwoods network, right? And they attached themselves to Jaguar, right? And now Maggie's sitting up here boasting and bragging about all of that shit, right? She's like, I don't need nobody. Why would I need Jag? I know bigger content creators than Jaguar, right? I know Atwoods. I know Steph the Alterner. I know Popcorn Planet, right? Now she's up here bragging and boasting, you know what I mean, about this shit. Now she up here doing all of this extra stuff, right? Think about that. And pretty soon she's going to be bragging about the 86.2K page. I got an 86.2K page that I care nothing about. If I was chasing clout, I would be over there on my 86.2K page, blah, 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 blah. This is all a game, a gimmick. Remember, she's working. She is working.
Go Magic, and you know that. You know I had an order protection against her and everything. You knew my order. Like, girl, please stop it. You are the biggest.
Look at the knot. Look at the knot going to make troll pages. Look at the knot. Look, you think that's damaging when there isn't a CC on YT who will fuck with you. Bite like this bitch profile with men. Look, see? Look. He is so desperate. He's so desperate. He want that money. You not getting that money. You not getting that money no more. It's my money. And I want it now. Called JG Whitworth 877 cash now. You ain't getting that money no more tonight. That shit over with, my boy. She part of the collective. You can't play on her no more. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? If it's up, then it's stuck. If you scared, then you say you scared. Enough is enough. Get your ass.
Just for no nuts. The fraud, the faker, the coward. No, you a threat, that's a common skit. Act hard and person, but you never commit. Sniffing that powder, trying to boost your flame, but your brain glitching, lost in the game. Push it out for me, that line is old. Fake flexing diamonds, but your jewelry's cold. Mean for no reason with a grin full of spite, but you fold when it's real, never stand in the light. Low budget actor, can't land a part. Wig on crooked, no soul in your art. Fake tough, fake deep, fake views you chase. You a walking L with powder on your face. No nuts got charges, he wildin' again. Fake lawyer talking, but can't even pretend. Picked on a queen, cause she cut off the cash. Now he crying in DMs looking real trash. Push it out for me, nah, push that plea. You a fraud with a script, no law degree. Big threats, no spine, just powder and cap. You a whole case file in a diss rap track. Got caught capping, mask slid off. You scream lawsuits, but your bluff too soft. Google law head, fake docs in hand. Can't spell your name, but wanna take a stand. Crying to fans, begging for bills, but threaten women got zero chill. Acting like you run the scene, but shiver when it's heat like a dope fiend. Trying to flex woke, say you the one, but you dark in the heart and dumb in the sun. Wig stay on, blue coat for days. Say you chosen, boy you lost in the haze. Ain't enlightened, just snow in your dome. Got a YouTube glow, but no real home. Loud on the net, but your soul stay fake. Talk peace, live hate, you a walking mistake. Push it out for me, now push that fraud. You recycled your look and you front like a god. GoFundMe for a dream you won't chase. Scamming with catchphrases, stealing the base. Fake nose, fake teeth, lies in your grin. You ain't built to win, you just built for sin. SSI checks, but you flex online. Playing like a boss with a squad is fine. Creators see you and they duck quick. You a mimic, a menace, a habitual trick. Beating old women, bro, you sick. Squatting in homes, pulling leeching tricks. HIV housing, still acting elite. But you ain't paid rent, just lying in the street. Racist clown, hating your kind. Black man bashing black women online. You harass, you threaten, you live for the shame. But karma don't miss and is calling your name.
You ain't getting that bag back. Hey, you dropped the bag, bruh. You dropped that bag, bruh. Don't blame us. You better blame this phone call, my boy.
You are a sick individual. You know that boy is obsessed with me, and you going over there praying on him to buy. You are so sick. Girl, I can show you the paperwork. I make 2.5 times the amount of money now that I got rid of you out of my life. And when I get rid of him from the inside out, I feel like I'm going to go up to about $20,000 a month. Don't nobody play with my soul and try to trap me. You are a nasty, crude ass bitch. Death don't do you justice, ho. You already dead on the inside. You stupid. You are literally delusional to sit there and pay this boy to talk to him behind the scene, to cry and act like you made a friend. Ain't no fucking friends. He using you for money, and you don't care about it. The only thing you care about is trying to get a reaction out of me. Well, guess what? Your money ain't shit compared to my money and what I'm making right now and what you was giving me. You can't penny bitch me. You are a nasty, disgusting person who came across some money. That's all you will ever be.
He talking about She Paint.
You're pulling
Y'all make
strings
sure y'all
behind
go
the scenes,
follow She
and I'm going
Paint.
to show you I play that game better than you.
See, he said you doing stuff behind the scene, and I'm gonna show you that I play that game better than you. Right? That's what he said. It's more to it than that. But yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go follow She Paint 12, right? She's on flight right now, but she should be live sometime. She's gonna be settling in for the art show and all of that stuff that she got going on. We'll be tuning in from time to time. You know, love is love to her, you know, from the Atlas family. She's a part of the Atlas family. You know, love is love. We got to look out for our own. You see the dark world we living in. You see they not looking out for us. They don't care, right? Maggie's painting herself to be a girl's girl, but you see what operation she put herself under, right? You see everything that's happening right before you. You know what I mean? But we still got to look out for each other. You know what I mean? So, yeah, She Paint is the person that the knot was, you know, tearing down and saying that, you know, she was doing this and doing that and stalking him and all of this stuff. And it turns out he's the stalker. She was a supporter of the knot, and she already knew AT2 before she started supporting the knot. But the knot attached himself to her. You know what I mean? And, you know, she poured into him. She sent him over $10,000, supported him, and he stalked her, started, you know, threatening to put her information out there, use his platform to slander her and everything like that, and was like, give me the money that you said you was going to give me, which is like $2,500 for his little trip or his whatever, because he was lying, making it seem like he was in acting school when he wasn't. Now he's dropped out of acting school and making it seem like he's just going to go to Brazil and live some fabulous lifestyle and so on and so forth. So she stopped supporting him and he got butthurt, and now he's stalking her, still sending her text messages, still sending her, you know, disturbing, you know, messages, whatever the case may be, switching up numbers to call her from different numbers. She can't change her number because it's her business line. It would disturb a lot in her life to change her number as far as her kids, phone calls, you know, schools is linked to doctor's appointments, everything like that. When you have a phone number that you use for business, is linked to a lot of stuff, and it'd be more disruptive in her life for her to have to change her number. You know what I mean? So he's using that as his advantage to keep on stalking her from different numbers and stuff like that, because he knows it would disrupt her life. He knows how private, you know, she is. You know what I mean? And he's using that as his advantage to keep on calling from different numbers, texting from different numbers, so on and so forth, right? And that's the problem. He's not giving no chill. He keeps on just pushing the Mario button. If she thinks, you know, he's giving an apology and she thinks that he's about to just leave her alone, he'll follow up with another message and be like, but, you know, not to say anything, but, you know, your childhood was fucked up and, you know, you're probably a messed up individual because of that. And it's just weird behavior. And it's sad because, you know, Maggie and them allows it just because they got a couple of gifts, just because he threw you know what I mean? You see how everything changed as soon as he threw Maggie some memberships, as soon as he threw some gifts, right? Everything changed. And that's the saddest shit ever. She started calling She Paint a bitch. She started saying all of this mean and fucked up shit. And she's got
Mandy the black gal, you found no doubt. Clean your kitchen, girl, take that trash out. Bobblehead moves, always chasing the clout. Talking tough online, but you cry when called out. Said you need thick skin, now you're begging for coin. Always playing victim when you step in the joint. We see through the act, don't bark, no bite. You can't dim our shine, we the truth in the light. Wise out, not just hooting stuff up. Throw shots online, now you crying, that's enough. Twisting up the truth, better back it up. You a fraud with a mic, just acting tough. We don't fold, don't beg, don't chase your clout. We expose the fake, now you're bugging out. No cap, just facts, we bleed that flame. While you rant on YouTube, just begging for fame. Is it drinking or smoking all day on cam? Claiming you deep, but it's all just spam. 3.9 GPA, that's what you display. But every word you drop takes IQ away. Talk circles round logic, flexing with fiction. Book smart maybe, but you lack conviction. Big brain craze, but no real wisdom. Caught in your echo, trapped in your system. Wise out, not just hooting stuff up. Throw shots online, now you crying, that's enough. Busting up the truth, better back it up. You a fraud with a mic, just acting tough. We don't fall, don't beg, don't chase your clout. We expose the fake, now you're bugging out. No cap, just facts, we bleed that flame. While you rant on YouTube, just begging for fame. We mask up in filters, but the truth still shows. Trying to school the squad, we don't need your lows. Throw subs in the dark, but we bring that glow. While you chase cheap fame, we just build and grow. Talk ethics and morals, then you twist the tail. Playing saint on stream, but your soul's for sale. Fake woke, fake deep, just a drama parade. You a whole facade, we the truth unafraid. You try to come for us, so we step back. Let you talk your talk, we don't need to clap back. We move in silence, let the truth unpack. We spiral online, trying to stay on track. But we keep it all love, we don't dwell in the hate. Elevate the game while you argue with fate. We stand tall, never need to attack. Cause real ones shine, no cap, just facts. Just facts.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we getting away from this one. You know, I don't think we getting away from this one. Some truth is finally coming out, right? They can't deny this truth that's coming out, right? Whether we want to accept it or not, right? Mental health plays a factor in this, especially when you're online and you're dealing with people who's using words to slander, ridicule, tear you down, so on and so forth, right? So when it's all said and done, this is the method to the madness. This is how things unfold, right? It just so happens that we're over here, right? We're flowing with the universe. We realize that trouble don't last always, right? We realize that sometimes you're going to fall into low vibrations, but you're going to need a group to pick you back up out of that, right? They're upset because we have that group, right? Anytime that we feel in a certain type of way, we don't even have to say anything. We just go into the Discord and just sit in there, and people will start popping up in there, and you ain't even got to talk. People will just start popping up in there, lending you their energy, and you don't know it, but it gives you a feeling of hope when you click on a room and people notice you in that space and they click on there and come in there. Hey, what's up? Right? When you get up and you wake up to a grand rising, and I hope you have a great day. See, we're changing the vibrational frequency in a great way. That's why more and more negative have to come out. The more and more we ignore them, the more and more they got to try to show and reveal themselves, right? It's not me that's doing it. It's collectively. We're starting to look past the evil in this world and see glory. Collectively, we're starting to look at the chaos and still find that silver lining. And they're fucking pissed. They are mad that they can't get us to be in regret, revenge, hate, gluttony, greed, lust, jealousy, envy. They are mad that they can't put us in that. Watch the platforms that you go on. Watch where you go. Watch the spaces that you go on. Listen to what they speaking. Listen to the vibrations that's coming off of their jokes, right? Sometimes a joke can come off lovingly where it's like, damn, he's silly as hell, you know? Kind of like the black bra joke, right? The black bra jokes come off as petty, right? But it's petty funny. Like, man, cut it out, bro. Like, that's why you keep bringing up the bra, right? These people is trying to show, you know, coochie, trying to show that this person's, you know, sexual whatever is messed up. Like, think about it. This is a more, you know, a more deeper attack because we know how women are, right? We know how women, you know, treat their bodies. Their bodies is vessels. We all know that your body is a vessel and how you treat your vessel, what you let come into your vessel, right? This is a misery program. This is what they're doing, a misery program, you know, public humiliation ritual, right? And she's going through it right now. Yes, when we first came over to YouTube, yes, we were pointing out all of the falsitries, all of the fuckery, all of the bad stuff, everything like that. Yes, we was pointing it out, right? But some deeper stuff started revealing itself, right? Mental health issues, right? Gang stalking, so on and so forth, right? Some of this stuff started revealing itself to us, right? So we started changing our trajectory. We started seeing something like, wait a minute, right? And it's not a coincidence. You can go into all these people comment sections and you'll still see the same rhetoric of names. Maria, right? Maria commenting in everybody's section, right? Sometimes she's favoring and then sometimes she's going against, right? She's saying whatever they need to hear for that moment, right? All of them are doing the same thing. You see the names rotating. Tara, 2 different accounts, right? People are making fake accounts of whoever people mods are, right? So that way they can go into these other rooms and pretend that there's somebody who they seen in your room with a wrench or this, that, and the third. So now it look like your people is talking shit. It's a whole thing going on. And people act like they blinded to it, right? And I'm not agreeing that the troll farm is real, but I am saying that the internet is undefeated, right? Because whether we want to look at it or not, there is people who have multiple accounts that make accounts fast as hell, change up names on the accounts just to troll somebody, right? This could get to somebody's mental. This could be a psychological game, right? The fact that they're like, oh, spam this in the comment section, right? That's an algorithm game, right? So when you're saying people to spam something in the comment section, it's to feed the algorithm, right? To pump you into the system, right? You think about it, you get 1,000-something people spamming something in the algorithm, it's pushing something into the system, right? What if numbers and vibrational frequencies of your sound, what if it was a play a factor in this, right? You see, they were talking about chakra systems in the background of that live. You see, they was changing frequency tones and everything in the background of that live. All the stuff that we talk about over here freely, they were over there doing with intentions of getting currency, right? So you ever think about it? Maybe they're mad at me because my operation is not based off of manipulation and gaining currency. Maybe they're mad at me because my operation is actually based off of unifying with people. Maybe they're mad at me because the same stuff that I'm talking about is the same stuff that they know about and the same stuff that they feel like that I don't have the right to talk about. You ever think about that? They always tell you everything that Ralph is, but they never tell you about the knowledge or the wisdom that's being spilt over here. In fact, let me ask y'all a question. Who else is they teaching any of that? Are they teaching any of that? Besides gossiping and eating popcorn and talking shit about people and calling people bitch, 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 bitch. What is Maddie over there teaching? She says she's a teacher, What is she teaching? How to be nasty, how to talk shit, how to fit in, how to make currency off of YouTube. What is she teaching? Somebody tell me, what is she teaching? Because I don't see teaching. I see somebody willing to do anything for money. You willing to feed into lies. She lied to y'all and said that she looks into stuff herself. Yet she let Miss Cleo come over there and paint another narrative, right? Now think about this. How many times do you fall for the same thing? How many times do you fall for the same thing? If you just now fell for the trick with Murph and you let Murph do disinformation on your page, right? Why would you then turn around and let Cleo do disinformation on your page, right? Why would you then turn around and take the word of the knot and do disinformation on your page, right? Why would you then get butthurt from me? Everybody don't gotta like you. You played like you wanted to be so fucking neutral. And then as soon as I started treating you neutral, you felt like you had a grudge against me. As soon as I was like, well, she don't care about her feelings, I'm not about to care about her feelings, then you got mad at me. Because you said, oh, AT2 is talking about me. You just going to let AT2 talk about me? I said, yeah. You said you don't care about your feelings. Why should I care about your feelings? And then you got mad. And then you started, but you said you wanted to be Switzerland. You said you wanted to be neutral. You said you wanted to be the place where everybody can just go and speak on shit. Obviously, you didn't. You wanted to be that place where everybody come and kiss your ass and act like you're a fucking victim and a savior and all of this shit. You wanted to hash that out so bad. After I apologized to you or whatever, you still wanted to try to go around and lie and make it seem like he's making an SA victim a 15-year-old, blah, 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 blah. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying about everything that you're saying. And from here on out, Maggie, you have to come with proof. You have to come with the documents to show any fucking thing. If you say you've been SA'd at that age, if you say this stuff happened to you, where's the proof? Where's the restraining orders at? Where's the police report at? If somebody followed you home, where's that phone call at where your mom called the police? Huh? It should be a record of it. It should be a whole fucking recording of it. Huh? From here on out, Maggie, you got to show the proof. If you say somebody, messed with you in high school, where's the proof at? Should be a letter. Principal should have sent home a letter to your parents. Should be some proof somewhere, right? Matter of fact, how about you do the same shit you do for lies? How about you go talk to your mom about it and give us a video of you talking to your mom about the shit that happened to you? Give us proof of that, right? You did a video of talking to your mom when you wanted to feed her the lies, right? So now give us a video of you talking to your mom about how she stood up for you at 15 years old when an essay, so on and so forth. I bet you your mom won't give you that. I bet you your mom won't put her pride to the side to give you the lies that you want to paint a narrative on your life. I bet you she won't. Your mom raised you to be a proud Black woman. You out here doing shit for self-pity. I bet you your mom's too pride. I bet you your mom's pride won't allow her to lie for you, right? That's why you had to manipulate the questions that you did give her when you did get her to talk. And don't try to be like, oh, Ralph's asking me to ask my mom questions. Why? She speaks French. She speaks Creole. You're not going to understand it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever language she speaks, YouTube has a system that will allow you to put it in captions and see exactly what your mom is saying. That's why you was mad at me the first time you did that shit, because I wouldn't put that shit in captions. And I seen that your mom was saying, I taught my daughter not to do stuff like that. Your mom don't even know that you on here bashing Black women. Your mom said, my daughter knows. She said, Maggie knows that talking about Black women is like talking about herself. And I raised her better than that. But here you are talking about Black women. So I know damn well your mom don't know about the fuckery that you actually doing on here. And you can sit over there and keep on crying, keep on playing victim, keep on trying to run your mouth and talk shit because you want somebody to say something about you so you can pout for content and say, oh, Ralph the Wise is talking about me. Nobody's going to care. The people that you getting to follow you are dense. The people that you getting to follow you, they self-pity. They want some type of idea. They like watching you because what? You got a voice that keeps on giving them the idea of a cartoon, right? Despicable Me ass voice, right? Eat your birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, right? I ain't going to do all of this stuff for me, right? You sound like a nice little minion or something, right? So people like watching you. You're very entertaining. But as far as a sense of moral, as far as a compass, as far as righteousness, as far as truth, none of that is over there. They watch you because you're entertaining. That's it. They don't watch you because they favor you. They know you're going to lie. They know you're going to create bullshit. They know you're going to create chaos. They know you're going to do fuckery. That's why they watch you. It's not because they believe you. It's because they know you come with bullshit and they like it. It's entertaining to watch you stir up shit. That's it. You ain't doing nothing but being people's pastime. That's it. You ain't striving for nothing. Ain't nothing great coming out your platform. All of this hate that you spilling out, all of this, and bullshit. We don't believe you. You need more people. Everything about you is fraudulent, and you can keep up your sociopathic tendencies. Everybody sees it. The ones who see it, and we're going to speak up on it every chance we get. We don't care how many people you fool. We don't care if Stone Paxson didn't see it. We don't care if Meech didn't see it. We fucking see it. We see it, and we don't like it. It's nasty. Very nasty. We despise it. That's why you'll never make it. Black people stand on some level of integrity. Go back into the history. It was a reason why they used to call him the stiff neck, right? There was a reason why they used to call him that, right? Because pride and dignity, right? But at some point, pride had to fall. People had to be humble in order to go into the kingdom of heaven. That's what you're not understanding. You guys sit and feed the houses of ego. Y'all feed these houses of pride, greed, gluttony, lust, all these low vibrational things, and you make it seem like you're king of the castle or queen of the hill. In reality, Christ said all things he can do, we can do, and more. Christ said he was inside of all of us. But y'all want to make it seem like when somebody else teaches other people that they can be great, that something's wrong with them. Something's wrong with me because I'm teaching other people that they are great and they are love. Something's wrong with me because I want to teach people to expand the multitudes and the multiple dimensions of their mind. Something is wrong with me because I believe that we can be better as a collective, as a whole. Well, if loving is wrong, then I don't want to be right. If falling victim to your ass and setting me up for all types of bullshit, you Golden, whoever it is, trying to set men up against men, trying to make everybody fight a battle to prove they love, got people jumping through loops to prove this and prove that. I got to prove that I'm a man every fucking day that I wake up. I got to prove I'm a man. I got to jump through a loop every day that I wake up. I got to prove that I'm this, prove that I'm that. For what? You ain't going to see it. You ain't never going to recognize that I'm a man. No matter how many man things I do, you're going to see what the fuck you want to see based off your feelings and emotions. So every day I got to cater to your feelings and emotions just to be seen as the image that you, fuck that. Whatever image it is, paint it how you want to paint it. People that do good is going to continue to do good. And you motherfuckers is going to continue to do what y'all do for money. For money. That's why your ass got exposed over there. Because you're doing everything for money. Clout. Ain't nothing righteous about you or Cleo. I can't say the same for the and King World. You, Cleo, King World, ain't nothing righteous about y'all. I can't say nothing for the other people on the panel. I really don't know them, haven't observed them. But the shit that I observe with you, the universe is about to shake your life up for that shit. The universe. So when you sitting on that motherfucking couch and that money done got short and you realize you done fucked up, you better thank Cleo and King World for that shit. Monster ass people.
It's fake and phony that there is up here trying to play the victim now. Stop it.
Try to believe what you want.
You see the chaos that Jag creates?
No, that's not.
Look at that. Look at Cleo. Look at Cleo trying to put that shit on Jag. You see the chaos that Jag made? No, Cleo, that's you. You doing this shit. You running around. Crazy Cleo. That's what the fuck you doing. Sitting there creating all of this fucking chaos in the black community and then sit back and fucking smile on some espionage shit and giggle and chuckle. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. Right? Sat there and played in my face like you had the right to fucking betray me, like I did something so fucking wrong to you. Can't even really explain to people what the fuck I did to you, right? Can't explain to them nothing, right? You've been sending me messages April 16th, right? What I respond with? Love is love, right? I didn't respond with nothing bad. I said love is love, right? You sending voice messages to me.
Been talking so much about DMX because she is staying with DMX ex-manager, and that's her name, Natalie Walker, and that's her address. She's living in Phoenix, Arizona. That's the address. Yeah, I just doxed her. What up? Last time I tried to catch her, you see her hiding in the bathroom. I need someone to help me. Now, I told my friend, he lives in Arizona, that she's over there. He knows where she's at. It's only a few blocks away. So I'm seeing what's up.
Got me feeling like Nas and shit. Calling my phone, and I ain't even give you my number. All I did was give you a style for you to run with. You a fan, a phony, a fake, a pussy, a snake. I still whip your ass. You 36 in the karate class. You Tybo ho trying to work it out. You trying to kick brolic. Ask me if I'm trying to kick knowledge. Nah, I'm trying to kick the shit you need to learn though. That ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Oh, I get it. See, that's what I'm saying. Playing in our face. Fucking back end warriors playing in our fucking face. That's what we got. A bunch of fucking back end warriors playing in our fucking face, trying to manipulate us, make us do this, make us do that. Right? Weird ass shit. Unappreciative ass shit. Then you go over to Maggie's panel and create a whole fucking list of weird ass. I told you, Maggie. I told you I was going to tear his ass up, Maggie. I told you I was going to get him for you. I told you. Shut up. Maria out there playing in people's face, right? Maria out there playing in people's face. Why? Because I ain't kiss her ass, because I ain't cater to her, right? Shit was all good. February 4th. All these kiss, weird ass shit, right? Confusing ass messages, right? Trying to see if somebody make a pass at you or something, right? But soon as I don't do that, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I must like boys, this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's weird as fuck. Y'all can't make no sense of this shit. I said y'all was gonna do it before y'all even did it. I literally did a video and said, Maddie and them, you could check the dates on the videos. I said, Maddie and them are going to, create a wave where people get to come up and talk shit about me. And all the people that she used is people that try to intervene in life and try to make me respond to them and so on and so forth, just so they can paint me out to be a certain picture, right? When I turned them away, they all got hurt. They all felt hurt and felt like, I got you. I'm going to take you down, motherfucker. You don't know who you fuck with. They all started sending me messages, whether it was TikTok, whether it was Facebook Messenger, they all just started sending me messages. I'm going to fucking take you down. Look, all the way up into April 26th, she was still sending messages. Maria was still sending messages. April 26th, right? still trying to talk shit, still trying to provoke a response out of me, right? Forcing a response out of me, trying to force me to be disrespectful, trying to force me to say something out the way, right? Fucking literally playing in our face, playing in my face, right? You look at some of these other people, QQ. She went over there, gave Maggie all these fake ass fraudulent receipts, right? She went over there and gave Maggie all these fake fraudulent receipts. She was mad because I wouldn't respond to her on the back end. I wouldn't respond to her. She was sending all these messages on the back end, trying to make a connection. I don't know what she was trying to do, right? She was trying to do all of this shit on the back end, right? She said, hey, I want to I was just thinking Jaguar named herself an anti-Semitic, hating Jewish people. Isn't there somehow to use that to get her in trouble, right? Hey, Ralph, the screenshot. See, Darcy Diamond, she said she blocked. Is this the Darcy I up in Maggie's tonight? If you haven't checked, maybe, right? This is QQ, right? All these people trying to play these little back end fucking games, right? In case you need, International Crime Complaint Center includes Canada and UK, right? Now, this is the same one that's on Maggie's panel talking shit. This is the same one trying to give me the Odell's email, trying to give me the complaints for Canada, and so on and so forth to further try to nail Maggie, right? Kelly Worthington, Jaguar says, is the victim. She known is the cousin of Kamala Key Millwood, whoever the fuck that is, right? I'm not responding. I'm ignoring all of this shit, right? I'm not responding. I'm ignoring it, right? So she keep on trying to do different stuff, either trying to make me use a background or something like that, right? But nah, all of these people want to spark a response so bad. Let's listen to the text message collectively. Or let's listen to the voice message, because they all want to be heard so bad. They'll send voice message. They'll do anything. So let's listen to the voice message and see how she was talking to me. Let's see if it was a disturbance, or let's see if she had words. Let's see what the voice message say. One's in the chat. Do y'all want to click on the message? It's 1 minute and 34 long. Do y'all want to hear the message? Because I never clicked on it. I never heard it. It'll be my first time hearing it too. So she might have cursed me out. She might have cursed me out and told me about myself. Y'all want to see if she cursed me out? One's in the chat. Y'all think she cursed me out? Because this is who gave Maggie all of her receipts. All of these fake receipts that Maggie got, this is where it came from, right? So if she had all of this discrepancy with me, then her messages should show that discrepancy, right? This should be a lashing right here. This should be a 1 minute and 34 of her saying a bunch of, she should be telling me about myself right here, right? Let's listen.
All right, so I'm going to stay out of the chat for now because I'm not sure if you're talking to me or not. I am under the belief that if anyone has a problem with me, that they'll say it directly to me. They'll say my name. They'll message me. They'll call me, whatever, and be like, yo, Peter, check this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not sure if the vibe that you're giving right now in the complete chat is for me or not, but because of the fact that I care and I appreciate the space that you've created, and I also am trying to learn and grow, I want to ask directly if this is what's going on, because of the fact that I know that you have not received me or my humor in the way that I intended it previously. So it might be me, I'm not sure. Please do not assume that I'm trying to be an asshole or something. I'm really not. And like I said before, we might just be apples and oranges, which is fine. My brother is an apple and I'm an orange too. So I'm trying to figure out and learn, because I see that your intention is to help and heal and teach. And in that method of teaching, I'm asking, what is it about me? Okay? Please understand that.
Do that make sense? That's got to be some type of joke if somebody tell you that they asking you to tell you about them, right? Now, let's say I would have been like, let's say I would have sent a message back saying like, you know, you're arrogant, you're cocky, you're this, you're that, right? Then she would have been like, oh, he trying to call me all of this stuff, this, that, and the third. Make that shit make sense. It's a fucking setup. It's a fucking setup. That's probably why I never responded to none of her messages, because I knew it was a fucking setup from the beginning. Somebody call you and tell you to tell them how they can fix their self, right? You tell them all the things that they need to do to fix their self, and then they go play the victim on another panel and be like, he's sitting over there trying to tell women what to do. He's sitting over there trying to tell me I need to do this and I need to fix that and I need to. You don't think I seen the fucking setup? You don't think I seen it? Why you think when people try to tell me to tell them something, I just be like, I can't tell you what to do? Why you even deny? I said, man, look, make the story how you want to make the story. I'm not arguing no story that you making up. With everybody, I tell everybody, you operate according to how you going to operate. I'm going to operate according to how I'm going to operate. I say that to everybody. I didn't even respond to her. Remember, she was sending people messages in the Discord. She was messaging other people in the Discord like, hey, ladies, have you guys heard from Ralph? I'm sending him messages and he's not responding to him. Is anybody else? Is he doing that to anybody else? Y'all don't remember that? Playing in my face. Playing in my face. Right? Coming in the chat when it's a bunch of people in there watching something. Hey, daddy. Hey, daddy. Knowing that shit is weird as fuck. Making sure that I hear it. When I ignore it, she's like, did you hear me? Did you hear me? I said, hey, daddy. That's why she said, maybe you don't get my sense of humor. Maybe you don't. Think about that. Think about that. Now she's the creditable person that Magic. Why? Because she got ignored, right? She said, I asked because I don't know. Look, this is what she said. Oh, you lucky. I should fucking copy the text on the Google and make them read that shit out loud. She said, I asked before, I do have trouble relating with men. I noticed a year ago the way I talk and I said hello is taking as too friendly or flirty. I used to be the huggy type until 4 years ago. I realized that a thing some guys see as sexual because I have big boobs. So I generally try to figure out how I keep upsetting the guys that seem to have this spiritual learning in common with me. What I am doing, that's not the typical social response. I'm not sure. Number 2, what is it that anyone has complained about me? See what I'm saying? You see what the fuck she was doing? She gave me a list of fucking questions. I never even looked at this shit because I already seen who she was, so I never looked at this shit, right? She gave me a list of fucking questions to answer. Number 2, what is it that anyone has been complaining about me? Right? Then she said, I come to this space being completely open, pure intent. So it's really it's really affecting me when I intend a compliment and it's taken as a stab, right? I can admit that it's most likely me, and if it means there's something I need to work on because I know that my intentions are positive, my positive keeps being received as negative. I need to learn why, right? This actually makes me more afraid to have YouTube content or do these things, right? But she had no fucking problem jumping on Maggie's panel, talking hella shit. She had no problem sending a bunch of fucking bullshit ass fake messages to Maggie to paint me out to be a false image. In fact, before this, she used to try to jump up on the panel all the time and be like, do you need me to read something for you? Do you want me to read something? I'd be like, yeah, if you got the book. Oh, no, I don't have the book. I thought you wanted me to read. Right? She's trying to force engagement, force me to tell her about people, right? And then when she didn't get none of that, she sat there and took falsified information, just like a woman scorned. All these people are operating on feminine energy, you know, that Lilith energy that's in the air. You know, if I can't have you, nobody can. That woman scorn type shit. All of them are doing the same thing. We're under the Aquarius sky. On the feminine side of the vessel, there's a Lilith energy. On the masculine side, there's a humble sun. So right now, under the Aquarius sky, the masculine energy is coming in as the humble sun. And on the feminine side, it's coming in as Lilith. Lilith is a power-hungry, I am a god, destructive feminine energy, and it can appear in men or women. It doesn't matter. Stop looking at people for what they like. Oh, that's a woman. That's it. No, whether it's a woman or a man, they can be operating in that feminine energy, whether it's a woman or a man. You've seen King World heavy operation of feminine energy, as he also denied feminine as an operation, as he denied it as an operation. And this is a platform for masculine energy. This ain't for, see, they not used to having this type of masculine energy where we talk shit about women and put them down. That ain't no fucking masculine energy. Sit your stupid ass down. Sit your dumb ass down. Sit your stupid ass down. And like, look, this person even tried to give me their phone number, right? At the bottom, she said, you mentioned before that you don't like a lot of writing. So if it's okay with you, here's my cell number. Text me. It's Ralph. So I know it's you, please. That's what listen to me. Before I isolate myself, I hope that you as a teacher, part of you can just explain things to me so that if nothing else, I move forward and better, right? That's what she's saying. Try to come to me like she wanted to learn the shit that I was teaching. Get your manipulative dipping ass out of here. Get your counterfeiting ass out of here. Get your motherfucking weird ass out of here, right? And then let's talk about Brandy. Brandy's over there. Why it seemed like all these people came from Maggie's panel? Why it seemed like all these people came from Maggie's panel, right? This person back in January sending me messages, so on and so forth, right? This person got a husband and everything, making it seem I'm this person following all my TikToks and everything. So I made them a mod on some of the TikToks, right? This person trying to tell me who to kick out the Discord, right? Trying to show me this person's account to kick them out the Discord, right? Oh, I think this is the person that's doing that stuff in the Discord, right? The second account that you're looking for, this one, right? This is what she was doing, right? I'm thinking these people being disruptive, so I said, they gone. They gone. All right, they're out of here. Don't worry about it. Trying to keep the peace in there, right? She doing some fucking weird-ass espionage shit. When the shit kept happening, that's what struck me as odd. Like, fuck. Maybe I did. Maybe I kicked the wrong people. You can go back and ask those people. I unblocked them and apologized to them afterwards. I unblocked all these people and apologized to them afterwards. Look, some weird shit is going on in my Discord. People are bringing me faulty messages saying that this person's the problem, that person's the problem. I'm trying to do the best I can to make sure people are safe in here, so on and so forth, and y'all ain't disrupted and everything like that, right? And I apologize to those people. I unblocked them, apologized to them. Some of them came back, so on and so forth, right? But this is the game that's being played. I can't help that people want to play this game. I'm trying to avoid it as best as I can. You know I'm going to fall victim to some of it. I'm going to fall victim to some of it. You know? Even the shit, even Lady Letitia. Even Lady Letitia. I fell for different measures of that. Her fake unity, because she wanted to siphon my members. She wanted me to bring people over to her page. All of that fake ass, oh, I just love Ralph. Oh, my goodness, his positivity. Oh, my goodness, he just shed so much love. But then you play some espionage shit. You wasn't getting the response that you want. You wasn't getting a siphon of my energy. I wasn't constantly trying to come up on your panel. Oh, everyone just loves the interaction with Ralph when Ralph comes over to the panel. Oh, they love him so much over on my panel, so much and so forth. Why? Because these people knew I had the gift of gab. So all they wanted me to do was come over and fucking talk on their panel so they can sit there and get money, super chats, all of that shit. Money. Use me to help them fucking monetize. Because I got the gift of gab. I could talk about just about anything. And I'm so polite. And I use my words so wisely. Oh, but let them not see eye to eye with me. Let me not fucking comply with what they saying. That's because none of them are honest. They all come with this secret ass fucking art of seduction that they think nobody see. They all come with this secret ass manipulation that they think nobody see. When really all they got to do is keep it 100. That's it. All this fake ass, yes, me, you, and Golden should put something together. I'm telling Lady Letitia, like, yes, you and Golden should do a cook show. Y'all can do a cook-off, so on and so forth. That's a great idea. I love that. That is great. Oh, my goodness. I love that. Man, shut up. Shut up. You keeping up with the drama and the fucking bullshit. You sitting there doing shit on the back end and waiting for me to fucking say something on the front end so you can sit there and play some weird ass fucking, if you got a problem with me, just say it. If you got a problem, shut up. Y'all can't keep on fucking creating problems on the fucking back end, and then when somebody go to fucking confront y'all try to make it seem like, oh, if you da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, trying to make somebody out to be fraudulent. But when I was fucking speaking up for y'all, it was like, oh my goodness, thanks for the performance. You spoke up. Yes, thank you. But then soon as that shit ain't fucking eye to eye, then it's like, whatever. Fuck that. Weird ass shit. You sitting there catering to fucking Donat, and you know he's sitting there fucking slandering my name, image, everything like that. Donat sitting there fucking stalking women and shit like that. And y'all sitting there like, oh, I didn't know Donat was so funny. I didn't know he came over. He bought some memberships. He dropped a couple of super chats. I might actually have to get to know him. I didn't know he was so shut up. Fuck out of here. That's why y'all sitting out here going through what the fuck y'all going through. Because y'all keep on accepting this fucking bullshit. Wondering why women can't fucking unite. Wondering why. Because y'all don't stand on fucking principle. Y'all want this fucking madness out here. Y'all want this weird ass shit out here. Y'all want these men fucking telling y'all shut up when we talking and sit down and all of that shit. Y'all like that shit. Y'all think it's a fucking game to stay up under that. Faking like y'all trying to unite and you a girl's girl. Y'all ain't no fucking girl's girl. All I keep on saying is, hey, listen, it's going to take y'all women to empower each other. I can't do it. So, you know, you can't, y'all women got to empower each other. Y'all got to grow. Y'all got to do that. That's all I keep on saying. But all I keep on seeing is other women trying to tear other women down and fucking cheering that shit on. Other women tearing other women down and cheering that shit on. Somebody said in the comment section yesterday, oh, if a man punched Jaguar in the face, I'll give him a pass. Think about that shit. Think about that shit. That means y'all out here picking and choosing.
Put that on Jag. That's OG Patrice and her own feelings. No, that's her feeling. She has the right to feel the animosity that she wants. She has decided to walk.
Jag, we have to keep it real, though. It all did stem from Jag.
That is correct.
Like came from Jag, and her animosity belongs to her. The fact that she is someone that was capping for Jag and friend with Jag, and then coming at me like that, that's her decision.
Okay, Meech, there's a question for you. It says, Meech, did Jag leave any soiled Pampers behind? Comes from Immortal Freedom. Meech, can you hear it?
Yeah, I got you. I said anything she would have left was straight in the trash, bro. Like my folks wasn't having it. Like Israel didn't like her coming through the door, bro.
Susan, I see someone called Susan in the chat. Susan, please stop lying.
You see?
I can
Do you
talk.
see?
Well, no, because now he's sleeping.
Do you see what happened? Do you see what just happened? As soon as Meech want to go talk and respond, Maggie cut him off. Think about that. As soon as he finally got his mic working and his mic in order and he started to talk, Maggie cut him off. Right? Now, you know, as a music director, whatever he is, he knows he's like, what the fuck? He knows he wants to, it's irritating. As much as he's biting it, it's irritating him. You coming on somebody else's panel, reading somebody else's comment section, responding to somebody else's comment section. No fucking respect for the panel, no respect for the host. The fact that you in somebody else's like, you're not the host of this shit. You don't get that right away to read somebody unless it was like I don't even know at what times you can do some shit like this. But you got, you know, Meech on the panel about to fucking talk and you cut him off. That's why the irritation was building up. She did that shit. If you ask me, I think Cleo and fucking Maggie did everything that they did subtly, but on fucking purpose, so somebody can get irritated with them and say something, and they can say, Meech, are you mad? Are you upset? Because I don't have no feelings towards it, but are you upset? Are you mad? Did it bother you? Like, just so she can go build content later on. That's all she's going to do is go build content later on off of it. There she's going to go and she's going to be like, and they talk to me this way and they let this happen. I can't believe that they let this. What the fuck did you cut him off for? Stone is asking Meech a question, telling Meech to talk, and you cut into the for what? For what reason did you do it? None at all.
But I am really cool with Sean and Ron. Okay. Thank
Look,
you so
look
much.
at me trying to bite his tongue and
The
not.
reason why they're asking you about the dirty diapers is because Jaguar Wright wears diapers.
She wears, wait a minute, wait, hold on. She wears what?
She wears diapers.
You joking, right?
No.
Magic, she wears diapers.
Everyone in the chat that knows that Jaguar Wright wears diapers, put a 1 in the chat if she wears diapers too for no.
Yes, she wears that diaper, Stone.
Wow.
Especially when she's having long trip, she wears that diapers.
Wow. And this the woman that talks shit about everybody, and she's diapered up. The diaper game.
That's why we're asking you the question. Because she wears diapers.
Here's the thing.
You didn't see those uggies in the garbage can, maybe?
No, I didn't look for it. And plus, it would have probably set it probably set off on.
Dad was wearing those diapers when her and Guma was together and they were traveling. Jag would put on the diaper so he wouldn't have to stop to use the.
Look at Maggie's face when OG Patrice start talking. Look at Maggie's face. If I want y'all to recognize anything, I want y'all to recognize the body language, right? Look at how she's looking down at OG's Patrice picture, right? Look at her body language, right? She feels disgusted by the sound of OG Patrice's voice now because OG Patrice didn't cater to her, right? This is what happens when you build houses of ego and pride, right? Any small slight towards it, any act towards their pride or ego, it's like it means war type shit, right? She's looking at OG Patrice block and she's like, I can't fucking wait to go live. So, I'm gonna get your ass, man. Like she is envious right now.
The bathroom. I guess she was using the bathroom in the diapers when they was on.
She is tight.
Jag do that because Jag said that she had not IBS, but always be constipated. So back then,
here you go.
Looking on herself.
Here you go. Watch.
Uber were going from state to state.
Now look, King World. Now I want y'all to see this, right? King World, who says he operates in masculine energy, right? King World, who said he operate like this, right? In a moment where Maggie and Patrice could have carried on the conversation talking about her, maybe Cleo could have came in talking about her, right? He wanted some of the motherfucking attention, so he had to. Jag, she, wipes her butt with, leaves on the ground when she out in the wilderness. She's a wildebeest, and like, come on, bro. Maggie, she's still trying to change that energy, so she's trying to laugh it off right now. The shit he's saying ain't funny, but she's trying to laugh it off right now and to get the energy off of her. So she's willing to, to try to give some chuckles, fake it until it actually, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Watch how it circle back. Watch.
Down with you, King World.
Yeah, that's true. She did say she had IBS, so that is true.
Wow.
Now you know what that thing is.
Did you see how quick she stopped? Did you see how quick Maggie laugh stopped? Watch how quick Maggie laugh stopped, right? Look, watch how quick Maggie laugh stopped. Watch her face when she put her hand up and start doing so. Watch how quick her face just changed. It's not a subtle change back into a regular face. It's just a cutoff. Watch.
Or from state to state.
Look, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, that's good.
Laugh
she
over.
She did say she had IBS, so that is true.
Wow.
Now you know what that thing is between
You seen
her
that?
legs. Diaper
Yeah,
rash.
it's called
Fake ass laugh. Fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
Sitting down in that seat and see
The comment section is eating her ass up.
Bathroom, and that's why I asked them questions. See, I was talking those shit
Samar,
about the crib meat.
you
It
got
just
some
she
good
spent a lot of
questions,
time in that bathroom.
$20 donation.
Yeah, good questions, King World. That's right on point. Glad you
Love
asked
is
that.
King World.
Yeah, thankfully I didn't see anything like that. But, it's some strange and weird behavior.
Hey, Stone and Meech, I'm gonna see y'all soon, family. All right, I'm gonna get off.
I'll give you
I
Thank
thought you
you.
were going to tell your story about Jag.
Okay, yeah, tell us your story about Jag, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I will drop down. Patrice, someone that has a lot of feeling.
That's what we on here for, please.
Look, see, OG Patrice was trying to leave. Cleo said, no, stay up. I thought you was going to tell your story about Jack. Cleo didn't even fucking pay attention that it was a clash of energy between Maggie and OG Patrice, right? Cleo was supposed to let OG Patrice leave and Maggie stay up there, right? Cleo said, oh, I thought you was going to tell your story about Jack, which kept OG Patrice up there, right? And then Maggie's like, I'm going to leave. because OG Patrice clearly don't want to tell a story with me up here. Look at this shit.
Yeah, OG Patrice, please continue to have your feeling. Goodbye.
Look, see? Had to take one last shot at her before she dropped down. Her pride, her ego couldn't let her stay on that panel. She would have stayed up there the whole time. She would have stayed up there the whole time if her pride, if everything wasn't tarnished. Think about it. That's 1,000 people that she could have sat in front of and gloated, right? Her pride and her ego was scorned. It was torched. See, oh, OG Patrice staying up there. Okay, OG Patrice, have your feelings. Bye. Right? Right? But hurt like a mother. Hurt like a mother. Right? That's why I say they all keep choosing different variations of evil, and then they sit in a dark room somewhere and say, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why do the wrong people keep on fucking? Because you keep on choosing the wrong fucking energy. That's why. That's why the shit keep fucking up in your life. People keep running into chaos and worry and doubt and grief and all of this shit and wonder why their life ain't getting better. They run across somebody that actually practice peace, actually practice love, actually practice forgiveness. And they'll be like, oh, try to treat that person like shit. Take the kindness for weakness, right? That's all they do. They sit there and take my kindness for weakness, right? But if I told them, get in the car and don't touch nothing, sit in the car, then it's like, oh, I love him so much. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. You know, this Magic got a lot of nerve to even say that to me. Like, chick, please go somewhere and kick rocks. Anyway, so I met Jag 4 years ago when I had my radio show.
All right, hold on. What part did Cleo get off?
Okay, these are all things that
You have something to say?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We're waiting on you, Meech.
Cleo got her shit right here. This is where Cleo got her just dessert right here. Watch. She tried to manipulate Meech's words. And Meech was like, that, you know what? That's the fucking problem with you. You don't listen. She got out of there so quick. Oh man, this was good to me. This was good to me.
The reason why she probably stretching it is because you want if you got to go through time, you want to position yourself so that you have something going, and when you
Pack
come home,
they ass
you
up.
come back and just make a smooth transition back in. So I believe their plan was to try to address it later on, get a good attorney. This is what she was telling me, so that's why I'm saying it. But I also understand what it means if you're in that.
As we said,
Not trying to get up.
He's probably
When Jag goes without bond, that means she's going to be sitting in jail. And for the one,
you have something to say? Is it the longer? I mean, you figure she spent 2 years.
Watch,
right?
look.
So now it's 2 years she would have already done. So it's kind of like Jag. Like
watch.
Math is math.
Meech dropped down.
Regardless. So you might as well just go ahead and turn yourself in and get the shit over with.
Nah, let me tell. Can I say something?
Yes, sir. We're waiting on you, Meech.
Look at Cleo.
The reason why she probably stretching.
Look at Cleo. Listen to Cleo.
If you got to go through.
Yes, she wants to be a part of this. She wants Prazel so fucking bad.
You home, you can come back and just make a smooth transition back in. So I believe their plan was to try to address it later on, get a good attorney. This is what she was telling me, so that's why I'm saying it. But I also understand what it means if you're in that situation. To try to
yeah, where is OG Patrice, man? I gotta give her flowers for that one. I gotta give her flowers for that one. OG Patrice, wherever you at,
I can see that.
Sure.
you got the video of her going to the police station, threatening the police at
listen,
the police station. How you gonna get off
listen
on
to
that?
this.
Wow. Well, not get off. I didn't say get off, and that's kind of the problem I'm having with you. You got a fucking listening problem. So I don't get it. Stop playing with me.
Ah. Oh man. Oh man. Man, that was good. Man, that was good. No smoke, no smoke. You niggas don't want it. No smoke, no smoke. She ran up out that bitch quick. She jumped up out that
The
bitch
longer, I mean, you
quick.
figure she spent 2 years running, right? So now it's 2 years she would have already done. So it's kind of like Jag, like math is math. You got to do the time regardless. So you might as well just go ahead and turn yourself in and get the shit over with.
Nah, let me tell you. Can I say something?
Yes, sir. We're waiting on you, me.
Okay, the reason why.
Look at how fast she wanted interaction with him. Can I say something? Yes. Can I say something? Yes. She begged for that shit so fucking bad, man. I'm so glad that he. Oh man. She was on. Hold on. Y'all don't understand how good this is to me. Y'all don't understand how good this is to me. She over there talking about something. Oh yeah, I told you I was gonna drag Ralph's ass so tough. I told you, Magic. Didn't I tell you I was gonna take him down? Didn't I tell you I was gonna drag him, Magic? Didn't I tell you? Oh yes, he's over there. He's trying to do this to women, and he's teaching this, and he's just like Nature Boy with a sex cult. And oh, Magic, this, that, third about Ralph the Wise. Oh, I'm so glad that I told Stone Paxton about you, Magic. I'm so glad that I went to Stone Paxton and told Stone Paxton. I'm so glad that I got in touch with Stone Paxton before Ralph did. I seen Ralph was trying to get in touch with Stone Paxton, and I'm so glad that I took all the information over there to him. Oh, Magic, gobble, 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 gobble. Oh, and I'm so glad that I told Stone Paxton and them about King World instead of telling them about. I'm so glad that King World works with us and not against us. And gobble, 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 gobble. Oh man. Got your ass over there and got set up with the fucking trick bag. That's what you get. I didn't have to give you no karma. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was be patient. That's it. That's why I say when the universe is working with you, just be patient. The universe is going to take care of everything. I promise you. When the universe is working with you, just be patient. It's going to take care of everything. I promise you.
Why she probably stretching it is because you want if you got to go do time, you want to position yourself so that you have something going, and when you come home, you can come back and just make a smooth transition back in. So I believe their plan was to try to address it later on, get a good attorney. This is what she was telling me, so that's why I'm saying it. But I also understand what it means if you're in that type of
just one time, Sassy. Just one time. I got it.
Close some things out.
Right there. I got it. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Love y'all.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can see that. Sure.
You got the video of her going to the police station, threatening the police at the police station. How you gonna get off on that?
Whoa. Yeah. Well, not get off. I didn't say get off, and that's kind of the problem I'm having with you. You got a fucking listening problem or something. I don't get it. Stop playing with me. Did you? Don't play with everybody else's words. Don't tag my shit like that. You know what I said. She's not trying to get off. I'm saying what makes sense is that you get your business, you take time and on the run to get your orders, your affairs in order. There you go. You can understand that, right?
Hello? Cleo, you there? Cleo, I think Cleo must have hung up.
Damn, this shit crazy.
Hey, we said
got the fuck up out of there. Cleo got the fuck up out of there. Cleo, where you at, Cleo? Cleo, where you at? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Don't you know? Don't you know? Cleo. Huh? Yeah. Got the fuck up out of there. Yeah, Maggie. You chose your bed, Maggie. Now lay in it. You chose to go with Danny's enemy. You running Danny's content, but you rocking with Danny's enemy. You rocking with Cleo. Everybody know Cleo crazy. You know how fucking stupid you made yourself look, putting yourself on the side of Cleo. Everybody knows Cleo's fucking crazy. And you just aligned yourself with that. With you're not smart. You're not smart. You can't say you're smart. You go anywhere the fucking wind goes. You a money hungry weirdo.
Maddie the black gal, you found no doubt. Clean your kitchen, girl, take that trash out. Bobblehead moves, always chasing the clout. Talking tough online, but you cry when calls out. Said you need thick skin, now you're begging for coin. Always playing victim when you step in the joint. We see through the act, don't bark, no bite. You can't dim our shine, we the truth in the light. Wise out now, just hooting stuff up. Throw shots online, now you crying, that's enough. Twisting up the truth, better pack it up. You a fraud with a mic, just acting tough. We don't fall, don't beg, don't chase your clout. We expose the fake, now you're bugging out. No cap, just facts, we bleed that flame. While you rant on YouTube, just begging for fame. So drinking or smoking all day on cam. Claiming you deep, but it's all just spam. 3.9 GPA, that's what you display. But every word you drop takes IQ away. Talk circles round logic, flexing with fiction. Book smart maybe, but you lack conviction. Big brain grades, but no real wisdom. Caught in your echo, trapped in your system. Wise out now, just hooting stuff up. Throw shots online, now you crying, that's enough. Busting up the truth, better back it up. You a fraud with a mic, just acting tough. We don't fall, don't beg, don't chase your clout. We expose the fake, now you're bugging out. No cap, just facts, we bleed that flame. While you rant on YouTube, just begging for fame. We mask up in filters, but the truth still shows. Trying to school the squad, we don't need your lows. Throw subs in the dark, but we bring that glow. While you chase cheap fame, we just build and grow. Talk ethics and morals, then you twist the tail. Playing saint on stream, but your soul's for sale. Fake woke, fake deep, just a drama parade. You a whole facade, we the truth unafraid. You try to come for us, so we step back. Let you talk your talk, we don't need to clap back. We move in silence, let the truth unpack. We spiral online, trying to stay on track. But we keep it all love, we don't dwell in the hate. Elevate the game while you argue with fate. We stand tall, never need to attack. Cause real ones shine, no cap, just facts. Just facts.
Y'all know. Y'all see the truth right before y'all. Y'all can keep on making it seem like y'all don't see the truth of the matter. But this is the truth of the matter. This is it. Y'all see it. Y'all know it. Right? Now we can keep acting like, oh man, what's going on? Oh man, what is this? What's happening? We see it. Oh, we see it. We see it. Everything that took place yesterday was divine intervention. You can go back to what Cat Williams said. You go back to what Cat Williams said on the Shade Room.
I don't know if you've been around Kanye, but from a distance, what do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else?
Thank you. Thank you. So if we came into this situation thinking that Jaguar was normal, right? And we're holding her accountable for all her actions. And then further into the situation, we find out lithium, all this other shit, inside, going inside, coming out, all of that shit. Obviously, mental health is involved, right? Obviously, some type of curvage needs to be taken, right? But here they are trying to crucify her. We never came over here to crucify nobody. No, we came over here for people to humble themselves and take accountability for their actions so the world can be a better place. We didn't come over here to fucking rally up no fucking group to watch nobody destroy themselves or help rally to help nobody destroy themselves. That's not how we operate. And it's sad because once people found out that's not how we operate, they went against us. Right? It's never been about healing with them. It's never been about healing. Healing, boom. They own up to their, actions, whatever the case may be. We all give them that chance to change, right? That's what's supposed to happen, right? They take accountability. They own up to their actions. They apologize. We give them a chance to change. That's what the fuck we supposed to do. Okay.
Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, whew, this guy? Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Mm-hmm. You're the one that's like, so what do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what? Oh, Lord. Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million. Because TDJ's over there repeating it. Like, oh, Jack. Only the guy you had here has been sweaters when we met him. Like, no. So there was a crossroad. Wife that's never done it. Kevin told you you wouldn't go wear no dress. To go back with your ex, or would you rather go back with the person before them? Politics, learn more things like that. No police went off regular Wi-Fi. Ingested, all right? Open it for him. Oh, you ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it.
Thanks for coming on, bro. I really appreciate that.
Open it for him. Of course, but that happens in all businesses. Right. They consider that. Like when.
Well, y'all got to really go back and watch this. Y'all got to really go back and watch this because there was a part in this where he told Shannon Sharpe to his face. He said, "All of you big dick deviants is going down." He said, "All of you, including Shannon Sharpe, in the mix with it, right?" He said, "All of you big dick deviants is going down," right? Now, remember, Shannon Sharpe is on the show with Ocho, and he's like, yeah, I put it in her butt, blah, 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 blah. She farted. She said, "Excuse me for farting." He said, "Oh, it's okay, honey. I usually make them shit." That's the shit that he talks about, right? And Cat Williams told him, "All you big dick deviants is going down." But eventually, the Lord is going to let me and you be in one hallway. Here you go.
A lot of these dudes about it. Hey, but I promise you this.
What?
If he sees me again before he sees you, he'll be talking different when you see him.
Hold on.
That's the difference. If it's great, never. Creative writers.
Afraid to leave them.
Well, I asked because it went all the way to the actual department, so it did. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that? Just have to make sure that the content is good. If the content is good, what can I not do? I'm a vessel. He's given me these gifts to be able to do certain things, so I just want to utilize them in my craft. That's all.
Do you remember your first set?
Mm-hmm.
How long? 5-10 minutes?
No, I think 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Only Spirit, what's up, man? You got time today to come up for a little chat? I'm gonna drop the link, man. I'm gonna drop the link. Before we actually like explore on this journey, I want you guys to really have an understanding of me, right? Because I do plan on, doing this. And they keep on saying, like, he's trying to get people to do this for a car so he can get a car so he can do this. Going around and slinging dick was never on my mind when coming to think about this narrative of traveling, right? I didn't really want people to know because it's not for everybody, you know what I mean? I'm on a spiritual journey. I got to go pick up my sons, take them down to South Carolina, try to finish building on this land, buy this other piece of property down there, so on and so forth. There's a lot that I got going on as far as my physical world. And I don't need people jealous on the internet or thinking that I'm envious or trying to rub it in their face or anything like that. There's some people that know me from TikTok, know about the TikTok agency thing. They speak on different things. They'll tell you like, yo, yeah, he showed me how to grow on TikTok, showed me how to do this. These people are speaking negative because they see the possibility of greatness over here, right? They see that I'm not trying to, do people wrong, fuck people over and do stuff like that, right? So they know. That's why they're trying to stop stuff. You know what I mean? That's why they're trying to stop stuff. We are, trying to get in motion. If anybody wants to donate, this is the GoFundMe right here. We're about 1,000 short, from the goal, 1,000 short from the goal. We're trying to get moving, be in motion. A lot of great things is happening. I think, collectively, a lot of great things is happening. I'm going to, go, pick up my sons, and they're turning 18. They're graduating high school. So I think a lot of great things is happening. So yeah, I don't know how to tell people, like, I don't be trying to boast or put people's business out there or really try to destroy nobody's life. Everybody knows the internet is undefeated. If you scratch something long enough, you might find something. These people are putting falsitries on people's lives, and it's just weird. Only Spirit, what's going on with you?
What's good, energy? Namaste.
Love, man. Namaste. Namaste. How's everything with the family?
Oh, everything is great and getting better.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hopefully I'll be headed that way. I don't know when. You know how things work. Yeah, time doesn't exist, so you know how this operation works. But I'm gonna try to put this little thing together. I already text both my sons and told them, like, hey, I'm coming to pick y'all up. We got some work to do. So I'm gonna go pick up both my sons and move in some directions to try to get some energy moving in this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your sons are big now, right?
Yeah. They're 18 now. Yeah, they're 18 now.
Bro, you're so blessed, bro.
Yeah, they're 18. They graduate in May. So I figured, that's why I want to try to get this car. They graduate in May. I figured, hey, what would be better to pick them up and explore with them as they enter adulthood, show them a different way. Maybe we can, once we go down to North Carolina, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of family members too. You're a part of that because you've been a family member for what, 4 or 5 years now, but however it works. But as far as we ain't gonna get into the mushy stuff, we don't do the trauma bonding, but as far as the TikTok go, man, like these people over here, they think, I don't know what they're thinking in their mind. There's a lot of false narratives spinning, going on, on these pages. And hey, man, you know how things work. You got to take the negative with the positive in order for growth. That's yeah. I mean, I think the Wright brothers even wrote that when talking about flight and thrust. So, but you remember when we did the whole follow for follow thing, and trying to grow accounts on TikTok. How did that work out for you?
It worked perfect, bro. You didn't try. You did that. You grew my account, and I knew there was a bunch of other people that did it and learned too.
Right, but before that, you were at a stagnant position at growing your account, right?
Oh hell yeah! I wasn't moving. I was stuck, bro.
Right.
It's only till after you explain the game, bro. I jumped in your Discord yesterday, and your thing was like blinking green, like you was talking, but I wasn't hearing nothing. Was it just me or like?
Where in the room?
Yeah, it was like it was packed in there. You had mad people in
I
there.
don't know. You might have to click on it to see. It might have been in I don't know if it was yesterday. No, I don't think it was yesterday when my phone messed up.
Oh,
Could have been
it was
yesterday.
yesterday though. Like your light was thinging green like you was talking, but I wasn't hearing that, and I came in and out just in case, like it was like because Discord do that sometimes. But nah,
Right. That's
it's
what I'm
probably
saying.
just me.
And I be trying to like explain to people over here like the same thing and the same, methods of the energies. As far back as have you known me to change or be like, manipulating women on TikTok or anything? I mean, you could be honest. If you feel like I've been manipulative, then speak to me prophetically. You know what I mean? Have you felt?
Nah, bro, I wouldn't be up here if I felt like that about you. Yeah, nah, you've been real, bro. Like you want to create a movement, bro. Guidance for the next generation. I always thought that's a great ass like movement because you transmuted the gang into something positive.
Right. G4NG, Guidance for Next Generation. That's still up and running. I'm working with Soul Sparks LLC in order to put a spinoff on that for the Guidance for Next Generation. So we're working with Soul Sparks LLC to do that. Just a little bit of truth in that direction. Like I said, a journey of one begins with oneself. So through exemplary measures, I would like to embark on a journey like that. Like I said, getting this vehicle is the beginning of it. But it doesn't stop here. What we put in our minds, we have to also try to achieve on the physical plane. So a man thinketh, so shall it be, right? The Bible says that we'll see a new kingdom of heaven before we see a new kingdom on earth, right? And it says new heaven, then a new earth, right? And once you realize that heaven is in the mind, you can only do that through changing your mind and then changing the way you are, right? So if this is going to be the summer of change, then let it be a summer of change for everybody, right? I'm going to start my journey with change. I'm going to get this vehicle this week. I'm going to go pick up my sons. I'm going to come and visit and pull up on a couple of different people just to show love, just to try to show people that it still exists in this world. I think for a long time, a lot of people either forgot what love was or forgot what it looked like. Forgiveness comes with that, but it's not just any type of forgiveness. It's the forgiveness with the ability to let go, right?
Yeah, I see you have beef with people like they will come on your TikTok panel, like mess up the whole vibe, and then the next day you'll forgive them and let them rock again, and they'll do it again. And then the
It
next
keeps
day,
happening. I don't know how to. It's happening over here, and I don't know how to like. You know
well,
what
it's
I
a
mean?
good thing. It's good because you don't hold grudges. You can live your life freely. All right, you screwed me over yesterday. Today's a new day. Let's see if you do it again. And most of the times they do.
They do. They do it again.
Yeah, but it shows like your growth that you won't let that affect the next day. You know, that's good, man. I mean, I can't do it. Sometimes I cut somebody off. That's it. They cut off. Fuck it. But but you know, you're there for that. You're there for that. You
Sometimes
did.
I ain't gonna. Sometimes it get hard, man. Sometimes it get hard because you're dealing with people that you don't really know. So you're showing like levels of forgiveness for somebody that's not in your physical world. So sometimes I'll be like, "What the fuck am I like? You're not in my physical. You're not. You know what I mean? Like why? In my mind, I'd be like, why not cut you off? You're not. You know what I mean? You're another person playing online, but there's people that's on here that actually want that mental, you know. So I know that I gotta weed through a lot of bad in order to get through that. It's just sometimes my cup be like, ooh, why I oughta.
Yeah, man. Nah, you I seen you do it on TikTok, man. You show a level of growth and forgiveness and like willing to like give somebody a chance even though sometimes they don't deserve it. And that's what the world needs. It need people that have the patience like that. You know, because it might be that one time you give that person a chance and they say, damn, this motherfucker keep giving me chances. Maybe I should give myself a chance now and be a good person.
Hopefully.
Nah, it will, bro. It will.
You run across a couple people that see it, and that's why I say my life has been so blessed. You know, they're sitting over there trying to figure out how to make me look like a bad person, how to tear me down. And like, you know, blessings just keep on coming my way, you know, the ability to have the freedom to move. You know, I think there's a reason why the universe gives certain vessels the freedom to move. Is because through an exemplary measure, they're made to be, you know, an example, right? So you watch, you know, and we're idolizing the wrong people. We're idolizing envy. We're idolizing narcissism. We're not idolizing that person that's humble, that's willing to repeatedly let you, nah, y'all look at that person as a sucker. Y'all don't look at that person as strong. A person that's willing to walk away or let bygones be bygones. Oh, he's a sucker. A person that's willing to forgive. Oh, he's a punk. Like, when are we going to see it? That's the truest strength ever, is to realize that this destroys both of us. If we fight, this destroys both of us. Your family's destroyed. My family's destroyed. Win, lose, or straw, somebody's going to walk away butthurt. But if we agree to disagree, we all can walk away with a little bit of dignity.
Thanks. I caught that that live that you had with Jaguar, and she was trying to get you into some word spell, and she wouldn't give up. She was on it for like what 20 minutes, trying
She got mad.
Yeah, she got mad. So I was like, yo, how maybe is one day it'll give her some hope and strength that she can, you know, like renounce whatever word spell she probably contracted herself with.
I don't even know, because the way she was saying it, the way she kept on chanting it, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even understand. Like, you don't even understand. Like, that day that she was doing that shit, it was thundering outside. I was like, what the fuck? It started hailing outside when she was on the panel doing that shit. I'm looking out the window like, what the fuck? I'm like, Jaguar, I am not about to say Yahweh's your God. Say Yahweh's your God. I'm looking outside like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what? You know what? This one right here.
Yo, but somebody else would have cracked, bro. A lot of other people would have been, oh, I'm gonna just say this shit so we can move on. But nah, I knew you wasn't gonna crack. I was like, nah, he been through this already.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I'm good.
you went through with the other dude, damn, what was his name? Gio.
Who? Gio?
Yeah.
I was just about to say that, man. Gio was one for the books, man. He slid up like, yes, I'm Lucifer, and Gabriel chose this. I was like, what? He was like, yes. How do you remember me? He was like, let me see your face. Let me see your face. You say what?
I think he tried to catch you in a word spell one time too.
Yeah, he was going through something dark though. I think he tried to unalive himself.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Shit. Yo, but like what? Like that shit, like some scary shit that people would actually go that hard just to get you to say something.
I don't know. I don't know why though. Like I don't know what the hell. Like sometimes it'd be like, what? Like in my mind, I'd be like, what? What was that about? What just happened? You know what I mean? And like sometimes you, however it's working, like it's psychological warfare, right? This is online because remember, like 6 months down the line, he act like he didn't remember. Remember, he spazzed out. He was like, Ralph, reset. Remember me? Reset, reset. I was like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? Like, okay. And even that, he still popped up again after that. You know that?
Oh shit, nah.
Yeah, he popped up again after that. And he was like, I was like, man, listen, whatever you got going on is what you got going on. He was like, listen, I'm out of the military. The only person I can get to soothe my mind is my wife. This, that, and the third. I was like, man, listen, just let peace be upon you. You know, because I don't block nobody. Even when I did block people, what did I do? I went back and unblocked everybody. Remember we had that unblock party?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to be open like that, bro, because it could show growth. Like even if you haven't beef with somebody and one day they come back to your panel and they like clear it up, it shows like, oh, people could actually let bygones be bygones and look past it. Not most of them. Most of them are just gonna come back and do the same bullshit. But I feel like there's been a couple success stories.
There's been a couple of success stories. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah, and people that you help won't always tell you that you help them, but they'll live on knowing, okay, yo, he helped me at this point, and that's enough.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. This journey has been a great one, man. Last year, I went back down to South Carolina, talked to my dad, had a heart-to-heart with him where like literally my dad almost like broke and cried. He was like, man, I was thinking about taking myself out. And that shit hit me something differently, you know what I mean? And I just, when he started to say it, I had to stop him and cut him off because I felt it. Like I felt what he was about to say. He was like, man, I'm glad you showed up. He said, man, I'm glad you showed up because I was feeling alone. It's my dad telling me this, man. This shit hit me something different. And we went to my sister's house for Thanksgiving and everything like that. And everybody was like, man, thank you for giving us this. I didn't realize how much my family missed me, because sometimes I'll disappear for like 6 years. I'll disappear for like, 8 years, whatever the case may be. And sometimes you don't realize that you could or might be the glue. Last year was just a real realization for me. So
wow.
It's different, man. Hold on, give me a second.
I could just imagine, man.
See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. You hate with your whole chest, baby. You remind me of a little green man looking like slime. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me.
Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. Show some love. Be love. Show what you are.
Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Now you're telling me to mind my business. When you started your channel to talk about other women, you love to throw a stone and then run and hide. not, you live your life online. And if I were you, I would wanna die. Cause it must be hard to have such a sad life. But that's not my business, so I'm moving on. And I know the one thing that you hate the most. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. This song's for you too, down there. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. A failed actor, isn't that right? So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is.
One more time, because I just like that part where they just hit it at the end, like do, 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 do. Hold on, one more time.
See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. See what you're doing, Maggie, and I can't get behind it. You hate with your whole chest, baby, you remind me of a little green man looking like slime. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Now you're telling me to mind my business. When you started your channel to talk about other women, you love to throw a stone and then run and hide. Like it or not, you live your life online. And if I were you, I would wanna die. Cause it must be hard to have such a sad life. But that's not my business, so I'm moving on. And I know the one thing that you hate the most. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. This song's for you too, down there. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. We see what you're doing and we can't get behind it. A failed actor, isn't that right? So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is.
That should have pulled you out of anything, man. I promise you that right there. Pull you up out of something. Huh? We want to vibe with love is. What?
You working on some more music, Energy?
Actually, that's the Sister Wives. So we have a thing in the Discord. These are my Discord DJs, you know, my Sister Wives. They compose different, you know, music and stuff. We are working on some more. We're going to put my voice behind meditation sounds kind of like this first one right here. So we're going to get pretty much two albums out, or however it worked. Once they start composing it more, we're going to get my voice behind some stuff like this.
Yeah, that gold.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to Wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
To post those books on the
Maybe this is the year right here.
You say what?
I tried to post those books on the Discord, but it wouldn't allow me.
I know, man. We got to get together. Matter of fact, hold on. However it works. I don't know how busy your schedule is or whatever, but I think that me and you should put together a podcast. I'm already going to go get my sons. I'm already going to be journeying. So, I'm going to head that way. I'm going to stop through. But once I put together the podcast, we can set it up at your house, right? The way I see it is I can set it up at your house, show you how it works with the multiple monitors and everything like that. That way, when I leave, you can still do the things from your house, and I can stay in touch with you from the mobile side as I move around. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's fire. So
if we put it together right, then it should. I'll talk to you more about it on the back end.
Cool. And
my number's still my number's still the same, so just text me. But go ahead, what you was about to say?
At the end of May, I'm gonna be in New York though, for the ending of May, last 2 weeks of May.
Okay.
But if you come June, that's better. Or even at the beginning of May, that's all right too. But if you come June, I have some fruits.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I might make a couple of rounds. I might actually stop in North Carolina for a little bit at my sister's, and stop at my dad's house in South Carolina for a little bit. So excuse me. As I make the rounds out, however it works, but it's gonna work. Like I said, I'm gonna get my sons, both my oldest sons, and I got 7. So that's going to be 3 helping hands right there over the summertime for us to build this. I need to find the property somewhere. I don't know if we're going to do it in South Carolina. 7 saying that he want to live in South Carolina, but maybe over the summer he might change his mind. We're pushing to get this land. I'm looking, I wrote it down as like a 6-month type of journey goal each month, accomplish so much, and check it off the list as we go. And we're just going to try to get as much done as possible. And if all else fail, at least it's a grand journey in a direction of an image of it. You know what I mean? But I know it's not going to fail. But I don't know. I know it's not going to fail because, this is something that the Lord is putting together. I can't stop it anymore. Like, as much as I want to hide behind ego or pride, or whatever the hell this world is driven on, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't hide it anymore. I try to keep the whole life and but it has to be opened up to the point where everybody has to have that transparency, and someone has to show an example of that level of pure transparency. Now, of course, you ain't going to get into no sex life because there's no sex life on a spiritual journey. That's the difference between it. So when you keep the carnal out of it, right, it's about forgiveness, it's about laughter, it's about healing. Right? It's not about no twin flame and fucking. Yes, we have sacral chakras, and we'll get into the learnings of that. We'll get into the learnings of the transfer of fluid and how we actually affect each other with our transfer of fluids or liquids, body fluids, however you want to look at it, how we affect each other with words and vibrational frequency. If you allow it to build up in someone's thoughts, right? You got to put yourself around people that's willing to help you push away some of these negative vibrational thoughts. Different measures of that. So we're putting together a network. Everybody's invited to it. If it's not like we're trying to say you have to comply. Look, if you get kicked out, it's other places that you can go. Everything ain't for everybody. We're looking for the people that's willing to accept that everyone has the right to think how they want to think. This is not a place where you can come pour your negative and try to make people, you know, feel bad for you. None of that stuff. That's not this. And even if it was and you thought it was, and somebody tried to lead, you know, give you a little bit of correction, and then you like, you know, do some like, don't talk to me that way. Don't try to see. That's the problem with the Discord right now. It's like, you know, a bunch of, you know, women are vibrating to this knowledge and this new way of life. But then, you know, it's like you guys, when I say something, it's like, oh, fuck you. Who you think you're talking to? And I don't mean no disrespect by any of it. I know certain things are effective to the feminine energy of the vessel. I know it is. Because, you know, once you realize that being equally yoked is something that comes from within, it's nothing about the outside. It's the masculine energy inside the vessel and the feminine energy inside the vessel. Your fight is internal. It's not an external fight. So somehow we have to reach different variations of knowledge and open up the minds of the multitude. And it's going to be difficult, and it's going to take a collective. And no one said the journey is going to be easy. But if we're ready for it, we can take that step towards a better future for our next generation. Because right now, the guidance is lost. All of this shake your ass, all of this be lustful, all of this, you know, parading around with this pride and sexual tension that's heavy, whereas though, you know, our kids are now fucking animal. I mean, excuse me. It's getting heavy out here.
G4NG, man. Go with
guidance for the next generation, man. Guidance for the next generation. We gotta open up the door for that. So we got a lot of stuff, you know, coming in the future, pushing forward. Like I said, She Paints is in Europe right now, setting up different things. As far as her journey goes, she's going to go live. Make sure y'all go over there for that. She should post it in the Discord. I'm not sure. If anybody else is journeying or want to share their life with the collective, feel free to do so. Understand that it does come with a little backlash, because these people are monstrous when it comes to tearing down people's character, likeness, or image. So just like me, like I take it when and bear, right? I try to roll with it, let it just roll off my shoulder. And that's the problem, is the fact that I don't hold on to this energy that they keep on trying to shift around, you know, attach themselves to you, make you feel guilt, make you feel grief, make you feel, you know, like you did something to them. It's a victimizing mentality. It's like they'll keep on doing something to you until you respond. And then when you respond, they'll try to hold you in contempt of your response. So it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, how, if you just was able to do everything that you just did to spark that response, how are you now acting like, oh my God, right? If you attacked all these people while you was defending Jaguar, and then these people attack you back, right? Once you stop defending Jaguar, you can't say all of their attacks. What you can't, you know, hold them guilty for all of their attacks if you was making attacks under the defense of the person that they was trying to prove to be you know, mentally unstable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just don't make sense. But she's over there trying to hold content creators into contempt for how they spoke to her. But she's not looking at how she just attacked people. She let people on her panel say a bunch of stuff, you know, about the Discord, say that we had CP in the Discord and all this other crazy stuff. And then when we started exposing that these people was fraudulent, that these people was making you know, these fraudulent accounts, these mental health, you know, what do they call, websites and stuff like that, talking about that they're psychiatrists and all of these other things like that. You know, as soon as we started exposing that, then they all, you know, started attacking the platform. And now that we, you know, tried to be on some peaceful stuff and was like, hey, we don't have no problem with you guys, they still want to sit there, and she's like, oh, he's want to make this and that. Listen, you the one that's trying to be on here and attack all these American victims and making it seem like these American victims can't do this and can't say that and shouldn't say this and can't say that and do. But you sitting there like, we just got to believe your story. about this 35-year-old that was calling you when you was 15 years old? All I said was, how'd he get your number? That's all I said. Don't you think that's a logical question? If you say a 35-year-old was calling you at 15, how'd he get your number? Right?
Yeah, that's the energy that they're moving with. Bro, you know, I seen this. There was this YouTube girl, and she was from your Discord, and I seen one of her videos popped up like on when I was scrolling YouTube, and the first video, it was funny. It was like it was you, and it was like about the Hunger Games, but it was the YouTube games, right? So I figured, you know, this is all part of your shit because she's from your Discord. So I liked that video, but then she had like a 30-minute video, but it was too long, so I didn't watch it. And then like a week or two later, I said, let me check this video out. And it was on some hating shit. She was, I was like, yo, I gotta take my life from the last video because I thought it was on some, she was making you. I thought it was like a joke because it was funny, right? But then the 30-minute video was crazy. She was trying to go at the sister wives and make it seem like something is not. And
I don't know. It's, you know, this is how people build their content. They feel like controversy sells, and you can explain to them all day that they'll get more, you know, they'll catch more flies with honey than shit, but they'll still try to serve you shit. And I don't know how to, you know, overlook it. You know, I don't know how to, I mean, not overlook it, but I don't know how to get them to realize like, hey, this is your, you know, you're painting this reality. You're trying to make me out to be this. Whatever masculine energy that you're fighting, it's you that's trying to paint me out to be the ideal image of that masculine energy. A lot of people have been hurt, and we know hurt people. So, you know, a lot of women that's been hurt by men, they are offset by masculine energy. They don't want us mansplaining nothing anymore. They don't want us. This is why my Discord is so successful, is because I don't try to sit there and try to, you know, if somebody come in there and they messing with my energy, of course I'm gonna be like, yo, listen, please don't do it. But in there, I'm trying to protect everybody energy, tell everybody like, look, a better days is coming. Don't even trip. Don't worry about it. They all doing this, you know, YouTube shaming thing where they going around trying to put my backdrop out, you know, my background out there. Can you explain to them that I already did a whole damn TikTok where like, how open am I about my life? Like,
bro, but look at how much energy and time somebody took to do that. Like, like they did the work and they did the research. Well, they did research, but all they did was have to make up stuff because there wasn't nothing. But they did the research, they did the artwork, and a 30-minute video with cartoons and artwork and all of that shit. I didn't watch the whole shit because like 15 minutes in, I was like, what the fuck is this person doing?
Well, that person felt like they spied on some stuff. And see, we have cartoons that we making over here. So they tried to duplicate what we were doing over here, but do it in a way where they're talking shit about us because we're using cartoons to talk about other people. You get what I'm saying? As a way to laugh at them. So we use like gummy bears and different levels of cartoons like that to make jokes about them. So people are now you must be talking about like Just Reese or something like that, because you know she's in the Discord, you know, listening to what we're talking about in the Discord and then trying to hurry up and use the idea. She said she was a scientist, but then when I was talking about, you know, 36 chromosomes and all of that stuff, she didn't know what I was talking about. And then she went and researched what I was talking about. And now she think that I'm teaching the same stuff Lucifer teach, because I said that the sun is affecting our vessels and, you know, we're operating on more chromosomes. So we should be operating on 36 chromosomes instead of 24 chromosomes or 23. And she, who do he think he is telling people that I'm a scientist and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, she got all mad because first she was a spy for Murph and then she's a scientist. And then I said, damn, you just any character that you need to be. And now she's a journalist doing, you know, murder mysteries. And then she changed her account and now she want to be a Bible debater. I don't know what the hell going on with her, but
only had 2 videos. Her whole page is dedicated to you. At
That's
first,
great.
she was
That's
just a
great.
supporter. I thought she was a supporter. That's why I liked her first video. And then after I see what it really was, I had to unsubscribe, unlike and shit. And
she's a supporter. She supported me in her own way. Like I can't help how she decided to support me. You know, that's her. That's how she decided to support me. You know, with negative, I can't help that. Hey, go for it. You know, I know if I say something back, I'll get nailed to the wall. You know, that's why I say it's so hard. You know, to actually move in this world now. One has to be wise. It's because they'll do all of this stuff where they attack you. You know, look at Brandy. You know, she did all of this stuff, and then when I call them out on a BS, they, you know, their husbands pop out and like, yo, you talk to my wife like that, bro. You need to figure out why your wife is online putting you in fights with other men. That's what the hell you need to figure out, because that don't make no sense that you was online trying to combat other men for something that your wife is doing. But I digress. You know what I mean?
But the first video, if you look at it, it could actually be used for your benefit.
She might have started out as a supporter. I don't know. I don't know how. I can't tell you how somebody else's mind works. At this point, it's like, you know, at Cat Williams, you know, like Cat Williams said, you know what I'm saying? A lie don't care who tell it. Or I can't tell you why, you know, people do, you know, what they do. Like nobody else can explain their actions but them, right? And then if they choose to, they can be honest with you about why they did it, or they can still lie to you about why they did it. Right? It's just based on whether you accept it or not accept it. So it's kind of difficult, you know. Right now, a lot of people are pissed because they feel as though that they needed to create a narrative, whereas though I came at them, made a sexual pass at them or something like that, and they didn't get that, and then they were mad because they couldn't build the content that they want. So then they still forced a negative reaction out of the, you know, interaction that we had, and made it, you know, he's trying to control when he's over there. Listen, people sit in that Discord, watch what they gonna watch whatever it is that they want to watch. And even look, I don't watch some of that stuff that they watch in there. When they got something on that I don't like, I'll just be like, what? I'm out. You know what I mean? Because it's an open space for us to use. So when they put stuff on, I come in there, which I watching. Oh shit, this is low. All right, I had enough of the low vibration for a little bit. Be back, guys. Got to go play the game. Like, I don't just, you know what I mean? I might question, like, why are we watching this person? Why are we watching that person? Okay, cool. Y'all go ahead. You know what I mean? But I don't. The only reason why I question why we watching stuff is because people know that the Discord is being watched and other people are watching it, right? So when other people are watching it, like spies and stuff, they go back to the people that we were watching and they'll go and say something negative to that person. Like, you know, they're watching you in Ralph's Discord saying all types of stuff, and they don't care whether it's true or not. All they want to do is start some shit. And just like you can see in Stoney's chat yesterday, it's easy to fall for it and just read off something in the comment section and be like, oh, they said this and they said that in the comment. Why are you out loud verbally speaking about something that you know for a fact could possibly be a defamation of character towards somebody else? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You remember like sometimes you used to just come on the TikTok live and you have the meditation music in the background and you do like a whole like your whole life would just be you doing a guided meditation.
Yeah.
Bro, you should have saved some of those, man. Like that's real good. Like say like you bored and shit or you driving the car, you could just put that on and just vibe out and get your mind right for the day, go within.
Yeah, I think I have some of them. If not, I'm gonna compose a couple of them. I was trying to put together some of them, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I realize that I'm just one person and I need help. That's why I'm going to pick up my sons and you know, try to teach them, and hopefully they learn and want to be a part of it. I can't force them to be a part of it, but hopefully they will want to be a part of it, you know. And then I'm just going to go get the people that want to be a part of it, go visit a couple of places that you know speak about being a part of something greater, and we'll go from there. But I know a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step, so I'm just trying to take that step.
Bro, I'm so grateful because when I first tuned into you, you reminded me of something that got me on the journey at the start. The cosmic laws. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the universal laws of the cosmos. Yeah.
yeah, yo, that changed my life because when I first learned about it, like years before, it set me on the path. But then, you know, I got dull, forgot about
Life started happening. That's what happened.
yeah. And
Life started happening. You was like, man, let me put these books down. Let me put this stuff down, man. It's getting real.
then when TikTok got popping and I scrolled and I saw your joint and you was talking about it, I was like, oh shit, I forgot all about the cosmic laws. Because when you learn about it, it's something you be like, nah, I'm gonna remember this shit every day. I'm gonna meditate on this shit every day. And you just don't realize, like, yo, that shit will get lost somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't remember their studies. Like I be trying to tell people, like, do you remember there was a time where like things was flat in school before they put that globe on the desk? They was pulling out flat maps. They'll walk up to the chalkboard and reach up and pull down a whole flat map. It was all flat maps, and then they changed it to a fear, and nobody really understood what took place. And I'm like, if you go back and study, you know, this is what made me study stuff, because my teacher one time told me, and my teacher didn't tell me this, right? My teacher was telling me, like, did you do your spelling words and so on and so forth? And I asked my teacher, like, where did words come from? And she said like something about the Greek alphabet or something like that. I was like, no. Like, where did it come from? Like letters, like the very first letter, right? And she didn't know. So she hit me with the rule that teachers always use. You know what I mean? I think teachers be in like the teachers lounge, like, you know, giving each other hints of what to say to the student when they kerfuffle, right? She said, she was like, that's a good question. Matter of fact, that'll be your homework. You look it up and you come back and tell me. I said, mother. I came and asked you a question and you gave me homework? I had to I went and looked it up. It was like going into like Aramaic, you know, the first language, Aramaic, and then it was going back into like hieroglyphics and stuff and how letters came about, you know, being the alpha and the bet. And then it took me back to the Bible because, it, you know, at one point when Christ was a child, it was a teacher who said he was going to teach Christ the alpha. And Christ said, if you teach me the alpha, I'll teach you the beta or something. And you look it up and it was like, Christ was saying, like, if you teach me about the beginning, I'll teach you about the end or something like that. And that guy like spanked him or something like that. And then Christ said that, like, oh, you're going to go blind. And then right then and there, the dude went blind. And then everybody in the village was scared to, like, you know, deal with Christ. And, you know, Joseph had a hard time trying to get people to, you know, teach him and stuff like that, you know, so they had kicked him out. And this is all, you know, not kicked them out, but, you know, Joseph basically sent them, you know, to try to learn, you know. And a lot of people are like, man, what am I talking about? I guess you would actually have to go read the Dead Sea Scrolls. If you go read the Dead Sea Scrolls and you read about the stories of Nazareth, about the Nazarites, they sent in their testimony of what they witnessed of Christ. But at the time, the Council of Nicaea didn't vote the books of the Nazarites to be worthy in there. Like when they was voting for all the books of the Bible, it was a lot of books that got taken out that didn't get voted in with the 66 books. But you got to go into like the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff like that. But then, like when you look in the history of this world, you'll see that at certain points, they were bringing out certain variations of old knowledge, right? And it was called disclosure. This is what Cat Williams was talking about when he said disclosure. He said this is, you know, full disclosure is a certain amount of knowledge that is put out at a certain period of time for people to understand exactly how mysterious this world is. And that's what we're going through right now. Different variations of disclosure.
Bro, the way you started that, the words led you to all of that.
Yeah.
The words. And then it goes back to you, right? Because now it's like you put the words and it swords backward, and the strongest muscle in your body is your tongue.
Exactly.
Yo, that's crazy.
So it's like I had a vast, variation of trying to study different things. So it helped me. And then, when it came time and it was needed, I was able to articulate and mold myself in different variations of conversations in order to, and this is how I realized that we're multidimensional, because going through group homes, going through different group homes, 8 different group homes, I was going to different areas, the hood, the suburbs, this area, that area. So I was shaping myself, right, in these different areas. When I went to Glassboro or went to this area, it was a lot of people, it was, dude, hey, how's everything? They didn't have BET on the TV. Matter of fact, it wasn't even something you can order on the TV, right? So it was like I had to adapt to this area, that area, right? They gave me the mindset, when in Rome, do as the Romans. But it was like I got to experience and see different variations of species, of life, of humanity, not like wilderness, different beings in humanity. So it was, I was able to read people a little bit more, right? This is why I say I'm thankful for everything that I ever been through, because it gave me those sit downs. Zachariah Stitchens would have never came to me if I had, the popular girl in school, if I had, whatever it is that other people had, right? Something had to take place in my life. Everything had to be stripped away from me that was of the physical in order for me to put these things in my mind to have such a strong mental or willpower or whatever it is that people keep on thinking I got, that they keep coming against. They think I got something they don't got. That's why they keep on coming against me.
Well, you do, you got peace of mind. You know who you are. And like I said, like the people who beefing with you, one day they probably going to come to you and be like, yeah, I'm with it now. I see what you're saying. My bad for giving you a hard.
That's what I told him on TikTok. I said, shit, y'all go ahead. Look, when Messi TikTok did all of that bullshit, Kev the Comic, Diamond, Black Diamond, all of them, when they did all of that bullshit, that's what I told them. Even with Yaju and all of them, I said, look, man, when y'all ready to learn and ready to sit down in peace, I'll be waiting.
They wanted to do something with you. That sector TikTok where it was they were they wanted to build something. Forgot what his name was, man. No Facts. Oh, Mo Facts. Mo Facts.
Hell no. They wanted to build that. Hold on, let me use the bathroom real quick. Energy.
Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively, right?
Energy. Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively,
Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not.
My fault. Yeah, he wanted to manipulate. He wanted to manipulate, like, he wanted to create like a battlefield, a battleground. He wanted me to participate in, like, with the knowledge that I had about the Bible and everything like that. Because remember, he started asking me about the Bible and everything like that, and we got into like the secret of the manna that was given in the desert. And he was like, "Oh, what do you think the secret of the manna was?" And and then he went on and tried to bash me about it. So I was like, you just going around trying to get people information or whatever, and then trying to attack them. But he wanted to form that table to go against like the people who was doing the Indian stuff, the natural Indian stuff. You know, he wanted to go against, you know, naturalists and all of them. And I was like, what? Their knowledge is just as accurate, you know, the Mayans, the Incas, the Americas, everything like that, you know, journeying here, this being Babylon, you know, people being here first, whatever the case may be. Like, and he wanted to go against that, but like how he wanted to do it, like he wanted to use my connection with the Indian, like my, you know, my bloodline, you know, the knowledge that I have about my bloodline and the connection that I have with America and the earth, and this being, you know, a tribal thing, and how my history goes back this far and it proves this, and he just wanted to manipulate. And I was like, I'm not with that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they came around. Like at first they used to like listen to what you said and like disagree with it, and then eventually they'll go do their research and be like, oh shit, he was right. And they at least they'll give you your props, even if they still try to manipulate afterwards.
I mean, but it's the afterwards manipulation that gets me, right? Like if you tried it the first time, like why would you like be like, oh, okay, you was right about that, and then try something different and be like, you know what I mean? It's like back in the day when you sat there and played, you know, a game with a friend, and it was like, you know, let's play the video game, and you beat them in basketball, and they were like, well, put the football game in. I bet you won't beat me in that. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, shit, let's go outside and play basketball. I bet you won't beat me in that.
Yeah, even Yaju, you said that his people reached out to you and wanted you to team up with them too. So, like, when you spit the facts, they can't. Well,
they wanted me to bend the knee, like they were saying, like the way Danny was saying it. Danny was like, you know, he either gonna bend the knee to me or I'm gonna bend the knee to him. And I was like, what? Why somebody got to bend anything? Why do either one of us got to bend? That don't even make sense. He was like, well, you know, two people can't sit on the seat of David. And I was like, that's not for up to decide. Like the universe is deciding who's the messengers down here and so on and so forth. And he was like, and that's what we're saying. Our job is to find the messengers and the angels of light and da 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 da. I was like, no, my boy, like y'all are corrupting us to try to make us fight that Israel battle and so on and so forth. And then you know, that girl that he had, you know, she straight out said, like, you know, I want the gangsters and the thugs from the street. And I was like, why you want them for?
Oh shit.
That don't even make sense. So yeah, I backed out of that ASAP. Damn. I mean, not that I was ever in it. I ain't never go sign the petition. I backed out of the conversation. As soon as he said like they was trying to push knowledge out the world, he was like, no, you know, people shouldn't have knowledge. And the only people that should be able to teach knowledge was Yaju. I was like, what? That don't make sense. He was like, yeah, knowledge is the reason why they built the atom bomb, so it should be taken out the world. I said, you know what? I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, but then as soon as I started asking him questions like, didn't you unalive your wife and have nightmares and piss and shit in yourself? Like he was like, oh, F you, you mother. Like, oh, okay, there go that evil shit again.
Wait, who? Danny did that?
Yeah, Danny unalived his wife.
Oh shit.
Remember, Danny said he found Yaju when he was having dreams about Yaju, and he had a vision of Yaju when he was 6 years old. Now, I'm asking him, like, so why Yaju don't remember that shit if he came to you when he was 6 years old? And Yaju got federal charges and working with the FBI. So I had to get away from them expeditiously.
Damn, I didn't even know all of that shit.
Yeah, it was two people that came out of their group that started exposing them because they was in the camp. So they started exposing them.
Oh shit. Yo, Danny's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I only petition because they said they would take the throne from the queen, and I was like, all right, go ahead. But I took back. Well, I don't know if I took it back, but I ain't fuck with them after I seen them get exposed.
Well, a lot of stuff started coming out after they started following the Israelite movement around and trying to keep on combating them. And I told people that he was using that girl's energy because her energy was drawing in a lot of people to the page. He can't draw nothing when he's just sitting there. And if you ever notice, like every time he's talking, he's actually taking information from Danny in the background. whenever I had a conversation with him, I would ask him like, so what is your part in all of this? He said, I just do what the team say. But if you the head of that team, if you're supposed to be the Christ, then they're supposed to be doing what you say. So you should know these answers. There's no way I should be asking you questions about the biblical text that you're teaching, and then you turn around and say, well, all of that teaching is wrong. You can't teach the stuff that you saying is wrong and then still teach it. It didn't make sense.
He like a couple of his ex-wives, because he's supposed to have sister wives, and like they came out after they went to meet with him and his girl, and they said it's a complete different thing what they're living than what they're talking. And one of them said they had to leave like the second day because the wife seemed like she, like had a problem. But he was like, yeah, come. But then the wife was like, nah. The girl, or his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I said YouTube is kind of late to how everything is actually working in the world. Like there's a lot of polygamy relationships or whatever it's called. And polyester relation, whatever it's called, and it's a lot of different people out there. I mean, there's communities that's trans canine right now. That's what and that's why I don't understand. Maggie over there talking about how bad the world is, and literally, if you look up Dutch Valley and stuff like that, and the stuff that if you look up XXXTentacion was supposedly a part of the Nature Boy camp, if I'm not mistaken. And he was unalived, based off of some Drake stuff. And Drake took his style, took his flow, and literally that's part of that trans canine community where those people are doing it to animals. That's why Dutch Valley, if you remember, Drake had a dog named Diamond. And he also came out with an album called For My Dogs. And that's why that one girl was, when she said Drake was going to that hotel, she was like, yeah, they must got another dog for him or something like that, because everybody knew that it was a recording out of him doing it to an animal. They all knew it was. That was circulating. That's why Kendrick came out with that, your son's a sick man. I think niggas like him should, you know what I'm talking about?
Yo, this is all new to me, bro. What the?
Oh man, come on! I thought you. Well, yeah, but yeah. So if I mean, why ain't nobody talking about that? Why ain't nobody looking at these communities that's being built? They sitting over here trying to make it seem like this loving, this love is love thing is so wrong. But there's a whole trans canine community. If you look it up, it's a whole trans canine community out there. If you look up Dutch Valley, if you look, you say what?
I take your word. I ain't even gonna look some type of shit like that up. That shit sounds nasty.
I stumbled across it during that Kendrick Lamar beef. You remember when when the glove was being sent and Kendrick Lamar had that album cover with the glove on it and the shirt, and that dude was on TikTok and he was saying that Drake and them had so much time to do this, or he was going to expose this information or that information. And they were saying like maybe it was a journalist that was doing it or whatever the case may be. And Drake was saying that Kendrick was paying somebody to do that and so on and so forth. You remember?
Yeah, but I didn't know that shit was about the dogs.
Yeah, that's why the person was saying like if Drake don't do, because Drake so first they said Drake might be the bellhop from the hotel, because Drake got the bellhop fired, right? The dude was posting all these different pictures of drag queens and so on and so forth, and he was saying I know the real secrets, and he was posting the shirt that Drake had on, and he posted the glove and all of this other stuff that he posted. And then he posted a picture of that one dude in the wheelchair that be doing the journalist dude, I don't know what it deformed or something. They show him entering the hotel and so on and so forth. And then, that's when the whole Kendrick Lamar beef was coming out. And there's a part where Kendrick took out in the family, in the Meet the Grams or whatever. There's a part where Kendrick had took out where he was saying that Drake was doing it to dogs and stuff. It's a girl on TikTok that be exposing stuff too. When I was back, you know, exposing a lot of this stuff, but people could look it up. It's called he called Dutch Belly. Dutch Belly is a European rapper or something like that. He was passing around evidence on the back end of Drake doing it to dogs. Matter of fact, we could look it up right now. That way, y'all won't even try to call me bullshit.
Nah, I ain't even. I believe
not you. I know you, but
I know you do your research. But this is just shocking to me, bro. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Why? This is her Canadian, you know, counterpart. Why is Maggie not talking about this? She want to talk about, you know, content creators. She's talking about me. I'm not monetizing nothing. Why ain't she talking about her Canadian peoples?
yeah, no, I seen the XX and Drake joint where he just stole word for word like the whole song from XX. I seen I seen that. But I didn't even know X had a connection to Nature Boy. That's crazy. Wait, did they caught Drake doing that with like old rappers too? Rappers from like the 80s and shit. Like taking them word for word, their whole style, flow, everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so this, but and he even admit that he got right.
So look, this is Dutch Valley right here, right? This is Dutch Valley, a Canadian rapper. Him and his sister does a traffic, you know, over there and wherever they at, and you know, Drake was in touch with his sister and did videos with his sister and everything. All even you I do for the guys. Of course you don't. Mom said I ain't gonna play the video because the video probably got copyrights, but let's get into the story of, let's see if we can find the part where, you know, they talking about him and Drake.
Sound like he's stealing Pop Smoke style.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yo, what happened with Pop Smoke? Not to get off topic, but like, cause I like his shit. What happened to him? Like, was he a sacrifice? Did 50 do that? Is that who is that?
Man, look, there was so much going on, you know, at the time of a lot of this stuff. Man, even right now, some stuff going on around him. Like, he's on TikTok now. He's answering questions from the UK and everything.
Alexa, play Stefflon Don Senseless.
You know, so there's different avenues to like what's going on right now. It's actually deep, but hold on.
Or is it all just the record company making money off of the deaths?
It. That's what they say, man. That's what they were saying with all of this, but
because they show the paperwork where the record company makes more that the artist is dead than alive.
That's what they saying. He's making headway now. Let me see if I can go back and catch the one that they speak about him and Drake.
Yeah, they say it's like 3 ways. They go to prison, they end up dead, or they do the, you know, they turn. I don't even know what you.
Yeah, the trans thing. Yeah, it's a lot of.
Yo, I'm like watching what I say because I'm thinking it's TikTok.
That's why I keep on stopping, because I'm like, you know.
However, how could you told Clue, that you went to Turkey, and some guy spanked you, and then you ended up contracting herpes. Like, Clue told me this after I had sex with you, like bareback. So I just felt violated, because why would you tell Clue that, and you wouldn't tell me that? And these times, me and you was fucking, so I actually, like, it was actually quite serious, so I don't understand. To me, that was a big violation. Listen, Chloe, you're a very nice girl, you are a very nice girl, innit?
But this is Dutch Valley, right? So the story that's around him is that him, Drake, he knows about Drake doing some stuff. This is why he sent a message to Drake, a favor for a favor. He was supposed to, Drake was supposed to do some stuff for him afterwards. He had, images of him and Drake, possibly messages going back and forth where he was blackmailing Drake to speak on some other stuff. And it was all linked, this is a UK rapper.
UK drill, UK rap that rose like Dutchavelli. But I'm gonna tell you another thing. There was no one who fell like Dutchavelli. Now shout out to Jevi, because Dutchavelli didn't have a problem. He had a problem. What was Dutchavelli's problem? He just got hacked on Instagram and all his DMs got exposed. During this time in the UK, Dutchavelli was everywhere. The biggest UK drill artist, not me over exaggerating. He was the biggest UK drill artist at the time. Only If You Knew was going crazy. I Don't Know was going crazy. Bando Diaries was going crazy. But you see, but then you read through the messages and you're like, oh, wow, they're really talking. They were having an intimate relationship. Everyone was like, yo, how old is Dutchavelli? Around this time, Dutchavelli was around 27 or 28. I think he was at 27. And everyone was like, wait, how old is T Zandos?
14.
Like, isn't she like much younger than him? Everyone finds out her age and they're like, whoo, okay. We can still listen to Dutchavelli's music. Seems he's not doing anything wrong. Then some new messages come to light. Dutchavelli had a manager. His manager had a daughter. His manager's daughter was 41 backwards. Do the math. Dutchavelli was having conversations with her. Everyone was like, wait, what's wrong with Dutchavelli having conversations with her? She's his manager's daughter. Then you scroll down and check the screenshots. Then you see how they're talking. His manager's daughter, she says that she's sunbathing. She's trying to get a tan. Dutchavelli says, I'm on my way. I'm coming. And then he asks her, should I come? And she says, it's up to you. And everyone in the UK turns around and they say, hey, yo. His fans saying, yo, Dutch, can you come out and explain this? Complete silence. Radio silence. We do not hear a thing from him. Sometime later, he comes out on Instagram and says, those are fabricated. And he does defend himself. The girl's mum comes out and defends him as well. And people were saying, even though care that those conversations may involve the internet,
it got darker because this was just about like that, but it was so much darker when it came to connections with, when it came to connections with Drake.
But he could have been on Drake's team writing for him too, and doing the extra stuff too.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it got darker because he was trying to, he had the videos with, it was some stuff that he was exposing about a dog and some more stuff like that. And he was trying to tell Drake, like, remember, a favor for a favor, you know what I mean? Like, you owe me that favor you were supposed to do, or I'm going to expose these tapes. Because Drake said the girls at some of the parties that I go to, if you knew the things that they were doing, you would be in awe. And that's what he was talking about, the trans canine community.
Bro, you heard that Young Buck phone call to his trans girlfriend? Yo, you gotta listen to that, bro. He's begging her not to like to take back what she said, but he didn't know she was recording.
Damn.
Yo, you gotta I'm gonna bounce. I gotta get you them books. You're gonna love them books, bro.
All right, bet.
Bro, good looking out on having me up and stuff, bro. And just keep your head up, man. They'll come back one day and mess with you and then mess with you again.
Hey, everything is everything, man. What is meant to be will be.
Exactly. All right, bro. Have a good one. A great one.
All right, have a great one, man.
Peace.
So Dutch Valley 2021 spotted handcuff. Dutch Valley spotted handcuff. All right, yeah. So anyway, like why ain't they doing nothing? Why ain't they talking about that stuff? Why ain't they speaking on none of that stuff? You know, so it's kind of ironic that these people that's prying into different storylines, prying into all of this stuff. She's not even covering nothing big from her own country or any other country around the bullshit that she's actually speaking out. So it's like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but to each his own. The crazy thing is, it's like she's saying like she was saying like if hold on, let me see. Yeah, she was saying like
Trigger warning for this blind item. It is very disturbing, but Drake is allegedly spreading the word about the allegations against Dutchavelli. These allegations include child SA, getting a child pregnant, being intimate with Diddy, and being intimate with men in Dubai for pay, and also being inappropriately intimate with animals. Here's a new blind item. The quote-unquote Dutch rapper can thank the Canadian rapper for drawing the world's attention to his activities. He badmouths him to anyone who will listen, especially when there are women around. He talks about what the Dutch rapper did to a family in some place called Yalding and how he perforated the father's colon as his children screamed. He talks about how he uses his dog to lure school-age girls. He talks about how much money he makes in Dubai. He talks about the dogs and how jealous he was when the Canadian rapper collaborated with the Middle Alphabet rapper. Search the Dutch rapper's name on Instagram and videos of the Alphabet rapper will appear. Not an accident or a coincidence. The Dutch rapper's evil deeds in the UK have made him some very powerful enemies, and some of them are the Canadian rapper's friends. And here is the related blind item from earlier this month. The foreign-born rapper, Dutchavelli's career was torpedoed when he was caught trying to brainwash school-age children into sleeping with him. Very nasty, but not as nasty as what he lets the sheikhs do to him in Dubai. There are rumors of animals being involved too. The Canadian rapper with the self-love tape has been spreading the word. And again, this is allegedly Dutchavelli and Drake.
See what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on in this world, and some people are entertaining it, and they're trying to make it seem like other stuff. How is us talking about crystals, chakras? How is that more appalling than what we're hearing? How is that more like it doesn't make sense? But it would make sense if we were in an upside down world. It would make sense, in a world like this. Because it's saying that, some people are really here to entertain this. Some people are really here, like, they're not pointing out, they're not really here for the righteous stuff. They're not really here trying to point out, whatever it is. Listen, this was Drake with the dog. This is the leak audio of Drake with the dog when they made him do that. This is why he was able to sign a $400 whatever $1 million deal, whatever the freak it is that he signed. Listen. When he did that, this is for my dog tours. That's what the humiliation was. This is for my dog. They made him do a tour of that shit after he did what he did for that money. They made him do a tour of it for my dog tour. There's some sick shit going on in this world, man. There's some sick shit going on in this world. And we can keep on denying it, but hey, y'all know what we do. Love is love, man. Love is love. Namaste, ashe, salutations, shalom. And let's end this with a cartoon.
We got some quick news for y'all. Bishop T.D. Jakes steps down from megachurch and hands leadership to his daughter and son-in-law. Bishop T.D. Jakes announced he would be stepping down and handing his leadership to the Potter's House Church, a non-denominational Christian church, to his daughter and her husband. He announced that his daughter Sarah Jakes Roberts and his son-in-law Torrey Roberts would take over the church, which he founded in 1996. Here's a quick clip of him telling everybody that he's stepping down.
But I cannot afford, especially after November, to risk something happening to me. And you be sheep without a shepherd. I cannot afford.
So yeah, so if y'all want to check out more of this stuff, make sure y'all go follow this page. I don't know who it is. Hopefully they don't try to hit the page with no copyright strikes. This is Night and Day Cartoon Network. I don't know who that is. I follow them. When we started making the little cartoon things and we posted the cartoon things on the page, this person started popping up on there. They got a lot of nice cartoons on there. Go follow that page. I don't want to play too much of it because I don't want to get hit. If I do get in contact with them and get a nice little maybe a agreement, whatever, then I'll start using their stuff more. But right now we got to stay clear and try to be careful of these little strikes that we're getting. People are playing too many games. But here is the cartoon that we did. Make sure y'all go watch it, check it out.
Clatter, a tale of cowards, grandparents, and gossip that matters in a town quite askew, where the skies rain fondue, lived Courage the dog.
See, I try to blend my voice with AI.
Dreamed of fame on the big Broadway scene, but flubbed every line and cried in between. You've got it, my boy. Mammy'd shout with delight, while Pappy would stage fake applause every night. They'd serve him hot cocoa with marshmallow foam, then wrap him in blankets and say, stay at home. Though Courage was timid, dramatic, and shy, he practiced soliloquies aimed at the sky, but his big audition, oh what a disaster, he fainted right there, couldn't have fainted faster. Now enter the hippo, a gal named Madagascar. She wore shiny shades and drove a pink car. She loved all the gossip, the secrets, the tea, and stirred up wild stories with absolute glee. She'd waddle to Courage and whisper, guess what? They say you eat pickles straight out of your butt. Courage turned red, ears.
So yeah, that's some stuff that we working on, like I say, but hey, this is funny stuff.
What my baby need, he need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon need. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
So yeah, we're in the process of getting copyrights on a lot of stuff right now. So don't even trip. Don't worry about it. We're moving forward with our happiness, laughter, so on and so forth. If Cat Williams I'm trying to get in touch with Cat Williams. I'm not even lying. Like, I'm trying to see if I can have a conversation with him to open up this
Standing
whole
ovation,
2025
booze, some
thing.
applause, some
if I can get in touch with
No,
Cat
none of
Williams
that.
and get an interview with
They
Cat
applauded
Williams,
like I was a professional at it.
shit.
But
I
now
already
looking
know
back,
I'ma
I
take
understand
off.
because
So
you gotta
this
understand
is
they were
my
all
next step
thinking
is to get in touch
he
with
don't
Cat
even look old
Williams
enough to be in
to
here.
have
And we don't
one
have
of
any
those
black guys
level
that
of
live in this
conversations
town.
with him.
Where did he come from? Didn't even know any of the stuff that she had done to my fellow comedians until the radio station. To continue hitting you, and then you noticing where it is now. Yeah, it's that. The thing about as a comedian.
See, but I don't want to talk, about that of what he talked about on there, right? Cat Williams went on Joe Rogan, right? Cat Williams went on the Joe Rogan podcast, right? And that was a deeper, way deeper conversation. And that's what I want to talk to Cat Williams about.
That's it. The
This
reshot
is
structure.
the stuff I want to talk to Cat Williams
I mean,
about.
are you fucking kidding me?
He's talking about this might have been the place of Atlantis, right?
Now
This is
imagine
what they're
if
saying.
that was this massive city,
But
of concentric circles and walls and a thriving population. And then it gets hit with this water. You can see the
This is
water
what it's
erosion
saying that
all over the
Atlantis
place.
might have looked like.
The whole thing.
And if I show y'all the books, you know, that refers to how Atlantis looked, this is how they saying Atlantis looked, because the center was considered to be, you know, Poseidon Island. If you look it up, it's called Poseidon Island. Look it up. Look at how intriguing it is when Plato wrote about it, right? So this is the variation of stuff that I stretch my mind out to. I don't know what other people are doing, you know, with their mental. I know this is the knowledge that I stretch my mind out to. So I'm going to try to reach out to Cat Williams, or I'm going to put it in that, you know, put it into the atmosphere in order to reach a higher, you know, vibrational frequency of people. And I want to have a sit down with Cat Williams. Forget that. They can have Stone Paxton. They can go after, you know, I'm going to have a sit down with somebody greater to figure out just how, you know what I mean? Because there's no way, there's no possible way that we're speaking about all this knowledge and stuff over here, and these low vibrational ass entities is ignoring it, but accepting the fact that Joe Rogan and Cat Williams is speaking about the same stuff that we're talking about over here. How are they ignoring the stuff that we're talking about if Joe Rogan and Cat Williams are speaking about the same stuff?
Out. See?
Yeah.
It looks like it was washed out because it was.
Right.
That's salt, I believe.
But here, like,
Something happened, and these are stories of people telling stories that have been told to them for about 1,000 years.
but this
before
is
they wrote it
why,
down.
right?
Yeah.
This is why they were told. And that's what that's the difference between those of us that want to know the world's mysteries and conspiracy theorists. Like, there's nothing to a conspiracy theorist because you're not producing what you're using. But these world mysteries, like, that's harder to do. A lie is not something that people are going to repeat for generations on generations. It's being repeated like that because people have reason to believe it to be true. And as you go through history, you see that those are the stories that we still talk about, but they're still valid. Like there were writings that the African Dogon tribe is like they're
From, like, the Sirius star system?
Like they're
Now, what he's talking about is a Dogon tribe. The Dogon said that they came from a Syrian star system, right? Now, remember when Beverly and them was talking about Jaguar Wright and giving her the ascension and all of that stuff, this is what they were talking about, Sierrian, right? But they was putting false images on it, and creatures of birds and stuff like that, right? But this is what they were talking about, right? This is what they were manipulating, right? This is the stuff that I actually talk about and dig into, right? Sierrian bloodline, you know, something from the stars, astronomical stuff, right? So that's why I say, like, I know I can't be on the same level with these other personas because I talk about the depths of things, right? The Lyran constellation, so on and so forth, right? This is what they're talking about right here. I'm making the connection with the brain and how when something is going on in the Lyran constellation, it is affecting the northern part of our brain, right? These people is talking about what you can do with your fucking penis and what you can do with your fucking vagina. So no, we are not the same. Our brains are not on the same level. I'm not thinking about fornicating with a bunch of sister wives. I'm thinking about protecting their mental. I'm thinking about protecting their spirit. I'm thinking about reminding them every day that they are everything and they are great. I don't care what they're doing with their body, what they're doing with their physical. I want them to know that their mind is safe. I want them to know that it's okay to have the thoughts that they're having. I want them to know it's okay that they made mistakes or whatever happened in their past. Tomorrow's a greater day and we got greater things to look forward to. I ain't trying to trauma bond with nobody. But it's okay though, because the universe has a way of showing who's who. And we can't hide nothing under the Aquarius sky. That's why I'm so willing to be as transparent as possible. So as we embark on this journey of transparency, right, we're also going to continue to point out the things that's happening to other people. We're going to point out the demons. We're going to point out the monsters, and we're not going to let it discourage us. We're going to keep pushing forward with positivity no matter what, and we're not going to let it discourage us, okay? A lot of people are going to say this, and a lot of people are going to say that, but a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And if it's a journey of unity and love, then we got to take that single step together, all right? So we're in it together. Love is love. Namaste. I say salutations, man. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all blessed in everything that y'all do. If nobody told y'all today that they love you, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you, right? Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you are not great, that you are not worth it. You are. Don't let your mistakes, become you, right? We all made mistakes. We all fucked up. Don't let it become you, all right? As we close out, I just want you to know that you are great. We're going to close out with 2 songs. One of them is the Sister Wives song. Wise. So y'all have a great night. Put any emojis, whatever you want to do. Spam the comment section with the emojis that you love the most. Put whatever you want. I'm gonna click on it. This is y'all moment right here while the music is playing. Type what you want. If you like the live, if you like the live, whatever you want to type, put it in the comment section right now. This is your moment. Love is love.
You hate with your whole chest, baby. You remind me of a little green man looking like slime. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. We wanna vibe with love is love. And all you haters get left in the dust. So mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Mad that they love me, they love me, they love me. Now you're telling me to mind my business. When you started your channel to talk about other women, you love to throw a stone and then run and hide. Like it or not, you live your life online. And if I were you, I would wanna die. Cause it must be hard to have such a sad life. But that's not my business, so I'm moving on. And I know the one thing that you hate the most. We wanna vibe with love.
Leave it to a nigga to interrupt soon as we vibing out and closing down, bro. What's good with you? Leave it to a nigga to interrupt. Can't you see us? Nah. What's good with you though, man? How's everything, man? Come up for a second. Fuck it. Might as well. Hey, come up for a second. I want to laugh with you. I got a laugh to share with you. You don't think it's funny? They did all of that weird shit. Oh man, I mean it in a, and I mean it as words of endurement. Hey, don't come over here trying to play the victim. I want the wolf, not the coochie. I want the wolf, not the coochie. All right, bet. All right, bet. Oh, you on your lunch break or something? I think it's on his lunch break. Oh, shit. Life be lifing, man. Life be lifing. All right, man. I'll holler at you next time then. We're going to get back to closing out with this music. Oh, shit. Yo, what's good with you?
What's good?
Hey, you see that shit show yesterday? That shit was hilarious, man.
No, what happened? I've been out the loop. What's good? What happened?
And somebody thought they was gonna go do some, bashing on somebody's page. Somebody came up, gave them the biscuit. They thought they were standing on business. Found out they were standing on biscuits. Man,
Okay.
it was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. It's nice stepping back and watching people get their just dessert. I like the way the cookie crumble. I like the way the cookie crumbling right now. And you're gonna get back into that mental health, especially black women's mental health. I think a lot of vocabulary change need to be how we speak to each other. If we're gonna lead by an example, then we have to learn to overlook some of the things. There's gonna be a lot of shots taken, but I think if we change our verbiage of how we speak to each other, and how we talk to each other on these airways, I think through example measures of that, I think we can actually show some type of level of that. I know you got a lot of things going with the whole cruelty free, so I think that would be a great direction for that.
Well, let me pause you real quick. And I got a few minutes because I am working on some stuff. Got some interviews coming for Set in the West, but I know just some new developments, man. I basically Jag, for the most part, was pretty upset with me for sitting with you saying I'm negotiating with terrorists. And I basically told her, see, this is what I was talking about, the mental health aspect of whatever. So essentially, now I'm troll farm, right? So that I'll just say it like that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm officially the troll farm right now. But overall, though, what's going on, though, there's some things that's going on in the backdrop, and I'm not going to speak on it for the most part. And yeah, you're right. We got to get this mental health thing really to the forefront. If she took what is it? She took like, what is it? This shit, like, for the most part, offense for me sitting down with you.
Wait. How the fuck is the troll farm saying that I'm kicking it with you, and that makes me part of Jag, and Jag,
and now I'm the troll farm
kicking it with me makes me part of the what the
right?
Fuck?
It's confusing, and I don't fuck with you like that. Fuck you, but we got a mutual respect, and that's what it is. People think like you said, don't say we're friends. No, we're not friends, but on some man shit, what we got to do is talk it out, right? That's just real shit, and we should be vibrating higher. But yeah, now you're with Jag, and I'm troll farm. So make it make sense, bro. But we're gonna continue to keep doing what we're doing. I just had to throw that out there,
Man, what the is it? Does it never? When the fuck? When the shit end? When the shit goes?
It won't because, like I said, chaos. You understand what how chaos works. Most spiritual beings, men, for the most part,
3 days, I've been Jag's best friend. Now you part of the motherfucking troll farm.
I'm troll farm. Yeah, I'm troll farm. And like I said, for the record, you and I are not friends. I appreciate your help, and there's a bigger objective that we got to do. Real spill. Like I said, 100 years from now, people gonna be looking at this, and they're gonna be like, oh, these brothers hashed it out, blah blah blah, and we're making history. But for the most part, yeah, that's the narrative now. So now I'm troll farm, according to Jag. So expect her to crash out on me, which she already, just expect that.
Okay, so you said
this is ridiculous. It's like you say, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You for the streets now, damn.
Oh, I'm for it. Look, my folks was hitting me in the backdrop. Oh, got your back. Don't trip. I'm with it. Look, I can take the internet stuff. I was trying to put this little short up. It ain't working. I don't know, but just check out my next short. It's fucking hilarious. I'm just, I got the same thing and make you laugh, and make you cry, man. I got to take.
Did you put it up on your page already?
It's coming up. It's for whatever reason YouTube is acting like a witch. I'm just figuring out why it ain't posting my stuff, but I'm getting it together. It'll be up.
Okay. We'll check it out when it's up. So, quick question before you go, because I know a lot of people might ask. But what's going to happen with the kid? Who's going to get custody of the kid? With the Muppet involved and everything. I don't think y'all.
Man, they say I don't take care of my kids, and I'm not taking care of that mother. Hey, that's funny, bro. It's funny because I have a grown daughter in college. I literally had to go get her a laptop, and I have a little baby. I had to go spend time with her. That's what the whole thing. Remember yesterday. But yeah, I don't take care of my kid. No, Jack Willer's gonna be straight. I'm a Muppet Baby daycare.
All right, make sure you look into that. You know, Muppet Babies. They do have a daycare, and some outfits too. You know, you're gonna get her some outfits. So, however that works, just make sure you
Baby
still
Gap.
stay. Yeah. Just make sure you still do what you got to do for Dan Quiller, and that's all you could do. In the meantime, in between time, man, you take it easy.
We'll link up, bro. I'm gonna get with you. Peace.
All right, bet. Damn, that's crazy. He part of the troll farm. Fuck. I don't know how to make ends of this shit. Like, I don't know what's heads or tails. I don't know. I'm going to the Discord.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here.
I mean, we knew a breakup was coming, but damn, we didn't think we were.
There's something inside.
You know,
we gotta do better collectively.
They broke up because of us. Fuck
right?
No, hell no. Hell no, that's not what.
Within. There's something inside.
Broke up because we wanted peace.
We gotta do better collectively. You know. Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are.
I don't know what's going on anymore, man. I promise y'all, I don't know what's going on.
Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
That's why I'm trying to be
They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it.
They just now said we was
Great
Jaguars.
things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not.
Time, and now all of a sudden,
maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here.
The troll farm is saying that we ain't even in the troll farm. Why the fuck we in contact with
There's
us?
something
We're
inside.
part of the troll farm, and the troll
We gotta
farm
do
talking
better
shit about us.
collectively, you know.
Wow. Make it make sense.
Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know.
Oh damn
One
algorithm
image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great because you are.
Rough to wise.
Energy.
This is part of the Hunger Games. That's some more shit. I don't know what's going on, man. Love is love, man. Y'all have a great day.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction.